The story begins with beautiful mountains, birds, and beautiful sun. We see a man named Jun, our main character, and the most unlucky transmigrator in the history. Other transmigrators are ascending to the top of the world, but his original body owner was falsely accused of embezzling money from the treasure in FYI. He's the third prince. They relegated him and sent him to the border for hard labor. And this is an era of gods and demons. And the cultivation system of this era are Kai Condensation, Foundation Establishment, Golden Core and Nascent Soul, Immortal Ascension, etc. And Jun is Kai Condensation's second layer. And the guards who are taking him to the border are fourth layer. The guards stop the carriage and pull him out, and they are ready to beat him. They start to beat him. The guard tells him he is a sinner and trash and that even if they killed him, that is right among wrongs in accordance with heaven's decree. He even spits on his face and starts to beat him again. And surprisingly, the myth system activates, and the host activates the myth system for the first time and is rewarded with random summon gods and demons and a random lottery draw. Now he got his cheat system and the system notifies him. Does the host want to start the summon now? He summons, while the guards are still beating him. The system notifies. Now choose. Start to summon randomly selected gods and demons. Note that the selection of gods and demons is in random mode. What kind of gods and demons the host draws depends on luck. The guy grabs him by his neck, and they make fun of him again, saying he is worthy of being trash and all, and he is on the verge of death thinking, where is his summon? A girl giggles and everyone looks at her. She hits them with her tails, and comes near Jun. He is surprised to see a beautiful girl beside him. The system notifies, congratulations to the host for winning. The nine-tailed demon fox Daji. Her beauty mesmerized everyone. She holds him close saying, with me here no one will hurt you in the future. And that look boy, he seems to have fallen for her really hard, and she is ready to give them a good beating. Sudaji, Cultivation Immortal Ascension 5th Layer, Loyalty 90. And if the loyalty level of god or demon goes below 0, they will betray the host. He is surprised that he summoned a 5th layer Immortal Ascension. The guards charge toward her, but in front of a nine-tailed fox, they were just like mere ants. She beats them easily. She breaks his handcuff. One of the guards tried to run but she stomps on him. Holy moly, who wants to get stomped by her? Jun grabs that guy, whose HP is only 1, and killed him in one punch. First blood. Killed a Kai Condensation 5th layer soldier. Gained 50 exp. Congratulations to the host for activating the profile template. He is shocked. He just killed someone. The system notifies. This is a cruel world where the strong are respected. Please adjust your mentality as soon as possible. The stats window. Host, Jun, race, human, cultivation, Kai Condensation technique, ordinary mid-rank, summon gods and demons, Daji. He thinks the system is like an online game. The system notifies. Don't think about it. Just because the host comes from the 21st century Earth, so the system specially adopted the way of Earth game data. He is confused now and asks about the purpose of the myth system. The system notifies. The host is too weak and currently not qualified to know the ultimate goal of the system. Next, he tells Daji to beat the others into a dying state. He will finish them off. He kills everyone and gained experiences. And now he has leveled up to Kai Condensation 4th layer. System triggered a side mission to kill the 5th Prince Guan Yu. Reward 150,000 exp in random card. The system notifies. Active storyline mission. Reign over the Dry Moon Kingdom. Reward 500,000 exp. Summon gods and demons. And a random lottery draw. Duration 5 years. If the storyline mission fails, the host status will be deprived. There is no penalty for failing a side mission. Now he is thinking if he can summon the Great Sage, Erling Shen and even Nezha, he will be invincible. He draws his random lottery and gets an Infinite Desert Eagle. He is surprised to see a gun in Cultivation World. The system, the Infinite Desert Eagle has been transformed by the system. The bullet becomes the host's true Kai. The host only needs to fill in the true Kai to coalesce and shoot. He shoots the gun and the impact is amazing. Then he tries to show off to Daji, who is surprised by the gun. He tells her, this is called Desert Eagle. She asks him, why is your spear so short? He replies, this gun is not the same as you're thinking, and thinks he almost teached her something wrong. Though he is mistaken. Now he needs to confirm the original memory of the demons and gods. But she tells him she only knows him and he is relieved. They are ready to leave, but first he has to take a bath. And he stole the clothes of a poor dead soldier. Poor guy, even after his death. He is trying to cover his treasures and jewels. They are walking in the forest, and with beauty like that, alone in the forest together. He is having some wild thoughts. They hear the sound of running water and Jun tells her to let's go faster. She holds him and flies him to the moon. Being so close to her, he is making Sanji's face from One Piece. They have a run of other. Daji asks, does my lord like me to serve you take a bath? All men will go crazy if a girl like her asks anyone something like that. She is ready, and he is excited about it, but two peoples disturb them. A girl, Xuan Ling sect patriarch's daughter Cheng Kian, and her senior brother, grand disciple of Xuan Ling sect Cheng Hao. Cheng Kian tells them to run away. The maniac General Zah is after them, but her senior brother was thinking to let them stay and delay Zah. Qin Jun remembers that name. The maniac General Zah, who have a lustful nature and had an affair with one of the emperor's concubines. The emperor sent his men to kill him, but he escaped and started to rebel. And the original body owner's father also hates Zah, and if he takes it, appeared in other people's eyes. Only her master can see her ears. Qin Jun tells them they don't need their warning, and he gets mad for Qin Jun attitude. The two of them are ready to leave, but Zah comes. The Dry Moon Kingdom, maniac General Zah. Next, we see Zah ready to fight, and seeing him like that, the senior brother passes out and the junior sister just full eyes, which makes her mad. Qin Jun tells her he will finish him up. The two are surprised to see how strong Daji is. She drags him and bring him to her lord, and asks what should we do with him, my lord. Hearing her call a Kai condensation fourth layer as her master, he thinks if he can take Qin Jun as hostage, he can ruthlessly humiliate her. He tries to attack Qin Jun, but gets a bullet pierced through his head. Killing a golden core 9th layer expert, he gains 10,000 experiences, which helps him to break through a great realm, foundation establishment 4th layer, and awarded with summon gods and demon lottery draw. He starts his summon, randomly drawing gods and demons. He gets mad for only showing 3 questions marks and no info, and his summon is on its way, and the summon will appear in front of him within 24 hours. No comment on the rest of the events. Now he is ready to check the dead body and finds a storage ring. Zah is dead. The storage ring should be redropped using blood to identify its owner. Daji help him with that. She bites his finger. Boys, stay strong here. His blood gets in the ring, and now he is the owner of the ring. Inside the ring, there is a high-ranking palace guard clothes. Bang, bang. He gets some free X from them. Senior brother is terrified to see such a strong artifact, and junior sister is excited to see such a strong artifact. She asks Qin Jun to take them back to Xuan Ling sect. She will pay him, while holding his arm in between her melons. System creates mission to escort Cheng Kian, and the reward is 10,000 X, and he is ready. She thanks him. Qin Jun is thinking, why did the side mission trigger, and the system notifies the other person's desire for your help is too strong, and since this is the first time someone else triggered a side mission. Sideline. Once the host is done, the skill inheritance mode will be activated. Skill inheritance mode covered all sorts of skills, arts, and magic. The host can randomly select the gods and demons skills to obtain the inheritance. He is happy thinking about the inheritance and tells Daji that he will take bath and keep an eye on them. Cheng Kian gets surprised after seeing how handsome he has become after taking bath. She asks, 9th layer, loyalty 100 max. The dog shouts, it's me, don't run my lord. After confirming, Qin Jun gets happy. He asks Daji to stop flying and let's go down. They come down, and the poor senior brother also arrived. Qin Jun pads the howling dog, and Daji is shocked to see the dog is very dangerous. The other guys are running shouting it's over now. Qin Jun asks the howling dog to stop the beast tides. A heavenly howling dog howls. With his strong howls, all the demonic beast stops. The howling dog tells them he will be following the Lord now and orders them to leave now. They all leave. Qin Jun thanks the howling dog for dispersing them. Daji asks, my lord, how do you know him? He replies, heaven's secret cannot be revealed and should continue their journey. 5 days later, Green Altar City. After traveling for so many days, they have finally reached a human town, and now they are going to stroll around the city. Cheng Kian is ready to go and take a bath with her senior sister Daji, and they will meet at the inn afterward. Next, a girl bump into Qin Jun, and she apologizes for bumping into him, and she is a cutie pie. Next we see Qin Jun and Howling. They heard a commotion and people have gathered there. The two of them also come there to see. A guy is bullying the other guy. The one who is getting bullied is Chen Shili, and the other guy is the Cheng family child Cheng Jai. Qin Jun wants to help, but he is afraid. If the Cheng family finds out that he is the fugitive third prince, it will cause him some problems. A girl comes and stops Cheng Jai. She is the cutie pie from back then. She is the city lord eldest daughter named Chen Maiyan. Chen Shili tells her to move aside. It's none of her business. The system notifies, discovered a potential genius who was born with a great sense of integrity. Qin Jun catch Chen Maiyan, who was pushed by Cheng Jai. After seeing it's Qin Jun, who she bumped with back then, she asks him for help. Cheng Jai orders his men to bring Chen Maiyan to him and the dog. He is going to eat a dog hot pot tonight. Chen Shili stops Cheng Jai, saying he is going too far, and the howling dog is cursing in his own language. But Cheng Jai is like, nah, I'm going to eat that dog hot pot. Qin Jun moves with a high speed and appears in front of Cheng Jai, and after seeing the clothes Qin Jun wearing, the Imperial Guard clothes. He changes attitude and apologizes for his behavior and leaves. The system notifies Chen Shili as a rare talent who can govern the world with his integrity. If his unyielding integrity is aroused, it can frighten evil spirits. He is surprised that the system can also sense talents, but it can only sense within a certain range. They both thank him, and Qin Jun asks if Brother Chen is interested in being his staff, and if he becomes his staff, he will give him a big gift. Next we see Cheng family head Cheng Zhan, who is beating his son, but Cheng Jai was sure that he was the Imperial Guard, and if not, who could be that man who was wearing the Imperial Guard clothes? He asks his father. His father tells him the man might be the third prince because he was the only person who was sent to the border for hard work by Imperial Guards. But why they are in the Green Altar City unless the third prince escaped? And if the Cheng family takes him back to the royal capital, then the Cheng family's future. He tells his son to arrest the man in the Imperial Guard uniform, and they will take him to the royal capital for the Cheng family's future. Next day, the dog asks if they are really going to destroy the Cheng family for Chen Shili. Kian comes asking why destroy the Cheng family. Qin Jun tells her it's none of her business. She gets mad for being rude to the Xuanling sect's patriarch's daughter and jump at Qin Jun. He tries to block her, but his hand gets a little slip and grabs her melon. Soft and cherry like melon. She cries, saying you're going too far, and he is thinking, quite impressive. This girl is actually hiding something big. Daji comes saying what's wrong, and Qin Jun runs towards her. She warns her master to be careful. The man in the black robe has a demon Kai, and Qin Jun is shocked that he cannot see through that man's cultivation level. Kian gets mad for sending her to Zonling sect so fast, but a guy comes in breaking the door, and it's none other than Cheng Jai, who is looking for his death. After seeing the two ladies alongside him, Cheng Jai tells them from today onwards, they are mine, and orders his guard to capture the fugitive third prince Qin Jun alive, and the beauties he will catch them by himself. He comes saying, Oni-chan will be gentle, but he doesn't know what Daji is capable of. Her one attack makes them fly all over. He starts to curse her, and how dare she hit the young master of Cheng family. The system notifies, triggering the side mission cut off the grass root. Mission details: kill Cheng Jai, reward 500 exp. Kill Cheng Zhan, reward 2000 exp. Destroy the Cheng family, reward 3000 exp. And get a chance to open inheritance talent. The mission was just what he wanted. He pulls out his gun. Cheng Jai is babbling on and on. Next thing, he is flying in the air. Bang, side mission complete. Kill Cheng Jai, cutting off the grass root. Obtain 534 exp. The man in the black notices the yellow spiritual artifact and decide to get it. Qin Jun tells them. He changes his mind and they don't have to hurry, and tells them, let's go destroy the Cheng family. Next, Daji is using her power to make Cheng Jai body float, and the publics are shocked to see that, and now they are talking the Cheng family has messed with the wrong person this time. They leave and one foot is also following them. Next we see the Cheng family house. Qin Jun and Daji is ready to go and give the present to the Cheng patriarch. The guard stops them, but they notice that they are holding their eldest young master. Qin Jun tells her to give the present to them. She throws the body of Cheng Jai toward them. They are shocked to see their young master is dead. A man comes with a superhero landing. He's the elder of the Cheng family. The guards tells him the eldest young master is dead. Qin Jun asks Daji about the elder's cultivation base, and she her, and he will take care of the elder. The fight begins, man to man and hand to hand. But why does his fist look so small? But 10th layer of foundation building is too strong for him. The elder punch, creating a big wave of fire. Qin Jun breaks the fourth wall. The two ladies, and Jun is thinking that he cannot beat him only with his strength. He have to use his bang bang. The elder continues to attack, and this time he creates a big axe or something like that. Daji shouts, my lord, hurry up and dodge. But the elder rolls his eyes up. System, killed a cultivator at the 10th layer foundation building realm, gained 1000 exp points. He has used his bang bang. Daji comes to him asking, my lord, are you okay? He replies, yes. He is thinking a way to learn more techniques and enhance his own strength. Poor guards don't have the strength to fight, and starts to run. And now they are ready to go inside. Two guards were hiding are talking. We must hurry up and report to the patriarch, and never let the family members to provoke this evil star. Next we see Chen Zhanjian, the city lord. He is shocked to hear that someone wants to destroy the Cheng family, and the people who killed the Cheng family were 2 men and 2 women, followed by a black dog. His son tells him they are the people who saved him yesterday, and asks his father to bring out the information they have collected about the Cheng family's crime. Because the one who saved him, he is the third prince of the dynasty, Qin Jun. Next we see a guard informing the patriarch that the eldest son and the elder were both killed. The patriarch gets mad and asks, where are they? The guard points him to that direction. He is ready to show them hell and charge in that direction. Next, Qin Jun and his party have entered the house, and he calls for the patriarch. guards are running for their life, but few are trying to fight back but get shot bang bang bang. Now he is showing off in front of Daji, the Foxy. The patriarch does a superhero landing while shouting, "Who killed my son?" He charges towards them with fire fist. Daji gets ready to attack. I underestimated the enemy. The patriarch pulls out a dummy doll, thinking as long as he kills the young man he can avenge the death of the Cheng family. He charges towards and so Daji. Daji cuts the patriarch but shocked to see it's a dummy. She shouts, "My lord, watch out." Patriarch jumps from behind Qin Jun with a big golden red rock. Next thing, bang, he is dead. Don't mess with modern technology. The mission gets completed and he gains his exp. With enough exp, he advances to the 5th layer of foundation building. Daji apologizes for underestimating the enemy and put him in danger. Qin Jun tells her, "It's all right now." She is thinking the Lord is so gentle and because of her, he almost get injured. So, she have to be more vigilant in the future. Qin Jun tells the other to run away, and if anyone dare to resist he will execute them on the spot. Everyone starts to run, and now their lives are saved. Daji burns the Cheng family house. The side quest gets completed and gained 3,000 domain points and a chance to inherit skills. Daji tells her lord, the Cheng family has been completely destroyed. He praises her for her hard work. The city lord comes and greets the third prince. The senior brother and junior sister are shocked to know that he is the third prince. Shen Shili starts to inform the public about the crimes of Cheng family. Qin Jun tells the people that the Cheng family has been destroyed and there will never be a situation like a Cheng family in the future, and asks the city lord to take care of the matter. He has to continue his journey. Everyone thanks the third prince for killing the scourge, and Qin Jun is thinking he has to become stronger fast and lead the kingdom to peace and prosperity for the people. 2 days later, they arrive at the Zonling sect. The side quest gets completed and gain 5,000 experience. He breaks through the 6th layer foundation establishment. Now he is eager to start the skill inheritance, and tells the brother and sister, "We'll be on our way." Kayan asks him to stay for tonight, and she had already told her father to give him a generous gift as thank you. After hearing generous gift, he is having a second thought. Now Kayan is thinking, Qin Jun is not a warm-hearted person. He actually doesn't want a gift. Could it be he has a crush on her and wants to be? Daji tells him to agree. It's better than sleeping in the wilderness. Next, Qin Jun asks Kayan not to reveal his identity, including her father. She asks, "Are you really the third prince? But haven't you been demoted?" He replies, "I'm really the third prince and it doesn't matter if I'm demoted. I will make up for it." Kayan kicked the door saying, "Brothers and sisters, I'm back." She orders the man at the desk to open a yard for Qin Jun and Daji, where they can live temporarily. An elder noticed them and asks, "Which family are you from?" Qin Jun tells him, "It's not convenient to disclose." Senior brother tells the uncle, they saved them when they encountered danger, and will only stay here for one night stand. The elder gives them the key to their room. Next, they have come to their yard and Qin Jun asks Daji if she will sleep with him. He is a little scared. She tells him to sleep with Tian the howling dog, and rest early. The dog is asking if he could sleep with him. He is very capable one. But sorry, the dog sleeps outside. Now he is ready to open his skill inheritance, which is ordinary, spiritual, earth, heaven, immortal, divine, and holy grade. There is no specific level differentiation of supernatural powers. Do you want to enable random skill transmission? He clicks yes. He is excited which one he will get, but gets the supernatural power of Martial Tanpeng Tangang 36 transformation. He yells at the system, saying at the skill of second brother pig. He wants Wukong's 72 transformation. The inheritance knowledge starts to flow inside him and a strong aura surrounds him. Lightning hits, people shout catastrophe incoming. Next, the Xianling sect master Cheng Yu, who is thinking one of their disciple is breaking through the golden core realm. They come outside and shocked to see the thunder tribulation is too strong. He asks to activate the tribulation formation. Next, we see Daji and Howling Dog. The dog is surprised that their master is only 16 and has comprehends supernatural powers. And Daji is surprised that it is not an ordinary supernatural power. Qin Jun has learned how to change his size. He becomes small like an ant-man, but suddenly he becomes big again. He understands that his cultivation is too low to maintain that state. He notices the lightning outside. He thinks he was lucky enough to stay at Xuanling sect tonight. Otherwise, he would have been drenched. He continues his random skill inheritance. Qin Jun is asking it to be an exercise. Spiritual energy cultivated by exercise is particularly important to cultivators, and the grades are ordinary, spiritual, earth, heaven grade, and the one above all of them is unknown. System congratulates the host for drawing an unknown character exercise Purple Snake Thunder. A top-notch exercise. System suddenly notifies the inheritance completed, and it seems like the inheritance is giving him power like Flash by giving him electric therapy. Next, the formation is blocking the thunder from entering the sect. the dog. Now he understands the tribulation is too strong, that's why Master came to the Zonling sect. Daji asks if the Xuanling sect will cause trouble to Master, because the formation they activated consumes lots of spirit stones. If they do that, the dog will destroy the entire sect. Inside the room, Qin Jun has finished his exercise. The purple rainbow thunder exercise is divided into 6 layers, and just the power of the first layer was extremely great. And every time he break through one level, the speed of Kai intake will double. He opens the window to see his stats. Next, Xuanling Sect Council Hall. A man named Zhuo Junji, Foundation building Realm Consummation, and a woman, Zhang Ling, Foundation building Great Realm Perfection, enters the room. Kai comes to him asking, who among them break through the Golden Core Realm? They are confused. The sect leader asks them to speak. They both congratulate one another. Now both of them are shocked. Zhuo Junji thought his senior sister has breakthrough, and his senior sister thought her junior brother has a breakthrough. Cheng Hao tells them it could be Qin Jun and the others. Now the sect leader is shocked. They just used the spirit stone thinking one of his disciples breakthrough, but it was the one who saved not good people. Even the murderers like Zia Huan was killed tragically by Daji and Qin Jun in the incident with Cheng family. They can't have a bad relationship with them. Kai emotional blackmail her father, and now he has no choice but to invite them tomorrow morning. Next, Qin Jun wakes up and Daji and Kai is waiting for him with howling dog. Kai asks, was the catastrophe last night because of you? She tells him Zonling consumed half a year worth of spirit stone in order to activate the sect great array to reset the thunder. He realizes something and asks if inheriting supernatural power also lead to catastrophe. Daji congratulate for comprehending such an extraordinary supernatural power at such a young age. He asks Kai to take him to her father, since he doesn't have any spirit stone to compensate, so those who are barefoot are not afraid to wear shoes. They enters the hall. Zhuo Junji gets mad looking at Qin Jun and asks, are you the one who break through the Golden Core Realm? Qin Jun informs that guy that he is in the Foundation establishment. The sect master asks him, do you know how much we lost in order to defend against the catastrophe? Qin Jun apologizes for that and tells him the life of his daughter and disciples should be worth more than a year of spirit stones. The patriarch gets mad, but Kai tells him to forget it since he apologizes, and Qin Jun take great care of her. He even killed Zia Huan. The sect master is shocked that a 6th layer of Foundation establishment killed Zia Huan. She tells him Daji is a powerhouse and an expert. Daji tells them her young master has already paid the price and hopes that their sect will not be too hard on others. After saying that, she releases her strong aura and ready to give them a fight, but Qin Jun stops her. Qin Jun apologizes for Daji's behavior, and the sect master tells them to just forget about this matter. And they were ready to leave, but Zhuo Junji stops him and challenges him for a duel with him. The system creates a side quest to defeat the genius of Xuanling sect, and the reward is 1000x. Qin Jun accepts his challenge. Next, in the battle ring, people are talking a 6th layer of Foundation. He is just looking for his death. Senior sister is telling him to be careful, and the sect master is thinking, if Qin Jun has such a powerful bodyguard, that means the force behind him must be powerful, and if Kai can marry him. Kai is telling him to be careful. Now they are ready. Qin Jun pull out his gun, and Zhuo Junji is surprised to see such a strange weapon. He attacks Qin Jun, but Qin Jun dodges all his attacks. Qin Jun uses Tiangang 36 transformations, the art of instant blooming. Qin Jun cultivation is too low, and using this technique consumes too much of spiritual power, so he has to finish it quickly. The peach petals he produces makes Zhuo Junji weak. He starts to shoot at Junji, and Junji jumps to dodge the bullet like a monkey, but he tries to attack with all the power he has. Bang, he got shot in his leg. Going against a gun with a sword, bro, that was a lame move. He lost. Quest completes and gain 1000x. After defeating his opponent, he tells him the genius of the Xuanling sect was quite good. He tells the sect master, if there is nothing else, I'll be on my way. He leaves with his dog and fox. An elder tries to stop him, but the patriarch tells him to let it go. He asks, what about Junji? He tells him Junji vitality and spiritual power are recovering. Next, Kai is asking if he will come back to see her again. The blood sword guard of 5th prince. They tries to attack them, but Bang gets a shot in the head. Gained 59x points. The system triggered a side mission to destroy the blood sword guard squad, and the reward is 2000 experience points. They gets ready to fight, but bang, all dead. Only one guard remains. He tells Qin Jun he is the guard of 5th prince, and Qin Jun is like, oh 5th prince, I'm scared. He tells him angering the 5th prince is not something you can afford. But Bang gets a shot, but where? In his heart. Mission completes and gained 2000x. The old man, whose name is Yan Mobai, the patriarch of the Yan family, thank him for saving his family, and ask for his name. He replies Qin Jun. He is shocked. isn't the name of the third prince, who was demoted not long ago. Yes, that's right, the man is back with his fox and a dog. Next, we see Qin Jun thinking that the emperors originally intended to quietly escort him to the border. But when he was escorted out, everyone saw it, which was embarrassing. And the fifth prince, Qin Yu, targeted the original owner of the body, probably because he was eyeing Nan Yuxin, the general daughter, who had a marriage contract with the original owner. Nan Yuxin, she is one of the best beauties in the Kainyu kingdom. As long as Qin Yu married Nan Yuxin and climbed the giant ship Nan Meng, the throne would be in his hand. Next, the Yan family greets the third prince. Qin Jun tells him he hasn't cleared his name yet and asks how did Yan family offend the fifth prince. He tells him it's because of their Yan Chamber of Commerce. Yan Chamber of Commerce, the #1 local chamber of commerce. He asks, isn't Yan Chamber of Commerce is very rich? Why didn't you hire a powerful bodyguard? But they all ran away after they heard that the Yan family offended the fifth prince. The system triggered a side quest to conquer the Yanbei Chamber of Commerce, and the reward is 4,000 exp and a random lottery chance. Qin Jun tells him since they have offended the fifth prince, he will take them in, but he has to clear his name first. Then he will settle them well. The palace of fifth prince. He asks his guard about the Yan family. The guard tells him most of the Yan family has been killed. But Yanbei fled with a group of Yan family children and he has sent his men before them but they haven't returned yet. He tells him he will ask someone to track down Yan Mobai whereabouts and wait for his order. Next, we see Qin Jun. And he is like, yo, I'm back bitches. Mobai informs him. In 9 days an envoy from Kanglin Kingdom will visit the capital. The Kanglin and Kainyu Kingdom are allies on the surface, but in fact they've been fighting fiercely against each other. Every 5 years, the so-called kingdom exchange begins with a duel between masters, adopting a heads-up system with 2 wins in a row. And this duel is a good opportunity for him. They come to an end to stay, and everyone's eyes are on Daji. An old man comes to ask for her name, but gets a punch by Qin Jun for approaching his woman. Seeing how strong he is, everyone dares not to touch his woman. And Daji is like, my lord is so domineering. X system notifies, once in a month opportunity to summon gods and demons is here. Does the host wish to randomly summon? He starts the summon. We see a figure riding a horse and its loyalty is 85. He is happy. He got a summon who has a mount. The system congratulates and his summon is on their way. Next we see the fifth prince and his guard is informing that Yan Mobai entered the Loya Inn but never left. The prince remembered his father telling him not to interfere with the Loya Inn. An inn that even the emperor is afraid of is definitely not a simple inn. He tells him to wait for them to come out. The most important thing right now is the duel between the 2 countries. Next, we see Qin Jun thinking why hasn't his summon come yet. The fifth prince comes in the inn. Seeing it's Qin Yu, he hides behind Daji. Qin Yu asks the shopkeeper about Yan Mobai, but the inn has its own rules and they do not disclose the info of their guest. A big man releases his energy. He is with the fifth prince. Everyone surrounds them. The shopkeeper asks if they want to start a fight with the Loya Inn. Qin Yu tells him he has no intention like that. A girl notices Qin Yu cultivation base is impressive but he's a prince. Otherwise, she would bring him to the naming sect and train him. And she is the saint of holy sect Yu Feng Huang. A man shouts, Guan Yu Cheng is here too. Where is my lord? Qin Jun is surprised. We see a strong big man. The system, congratulations. The host for summoning Marshal Guan, the 4 Marshal, Guan Yu, race, human, cultivation, 9th layer of void transformation. Mount, red free horse. Seeing such a strongman, Qin Yu tries to approach him but he was like F off. Prince leaves, saying I'll find you another day. The 2 girls are also surprised, just seeing him. They can feel his strength is unfathomable. He comes to Qin Jun and greets him. Everyone is shocked to see that. He apologizes for being late. Yu Feng Huang noticed that Qin Jun is a genius, who is in the 6th layer of foundation establishment at the age of 16. And Daji is also surprised that the man is in the void transformation realm. Qin Jun introduces them with each other. He orders the waiter for best dishes in the shop. The shopkeeper tells them it's their honor to welcome such a strong man and tells them the meal is on the house. One man asks for his name. Qin Jun tells him to call him Master Jun. And Yu Feng Huang is thinking if she could draw him to their naming holy sect. The news, what happened in the Loya Inn, quickly spread throughout the capital. And Qin Yu is telling his guard to find out about Master Jun. The guard gives him the painting of Master Jun. But what can one see from this? He tells him to investigate about Master Jun and win that strong man of his. Next day, a girl comes, shouting, where is Master Jun? Pull him out and bring him to me. The girl is asking them to call out Master Jun. Qin Jun comes and finds out it's Nan Yuxin. Daji also comes there, and he asks her to lend him a hand. The shopkeeper is trying to calm the lady. Qin Jun comes covering his face with something. She tells him she wants to compete with him and attack him. He dodges her attack. She attacks again, he blocks her attack. and holds her hand from behind. Yes, punish her now. She admits her defeat. And now she is like, I didn't expect you to be this strong. He takes that as a compliment and leaves. She tries to stop him, but he tells her, young lady, please respect yourself. She tells him she will come back. Yan Mobai thinks that the Lord is so calm and generous. If she had behaved like that to some powerful people, she would have already been killed. Next, he comes back to the room where Daji is. Daji is asking her lord to give that back to her, and he is making Anya's face from Spinavapai. He tells him, in the face of such stunner as Daji, if you are not a fan, you are not a man. Next we see, his side quest is completed, conquering the Yanbei Chamber of Commerce and gained 4,000 XP and a random draw chance. Yan Mobai has only really surrendered to him now. He starts the lucky draw, and gets a silver dragon soul spear, produced from Journey to the West. Now that's what a reward should be. He takes out the spear, but it was so heavy. It breaks the floor and he falls into a bathtub with a beauty beside him. He gets out of the tub and apologizes to her. She tells him to turn around and no peeking. Next, she has changed. He apologizes to her again and tries to leave, but she is like, are you going to leave after seeing me naked? He is ready to get stripped so she could look at his naked body. She tells him if he feels like he owes her something, then he should join her naming holy sect. And with his talent he can definitely be able to surpass the Guan Yu kingdom in the future. Qin Jun rejects her offer. Why would he when he has a myth system? He tells her he had already joined a sect and it's no inferior to naming holy sect. She is thinking a sect not inferior to theirs. Could it be Right Tiger Hall or White Tiger Hall? She tells him, since he cannot join then let's be friends. She is thinking, the sect that can compete with their force or the sect in the borderland, and befriending him is definitely a correct there. Asking, did you see it, my lord? He hits him and tells him to call someone to fix that hole. Next day, they are having their meal. He asks Yan Mobai about the strength of powerhouse that are participating in the battle. He replies, the Kanglin kingdom sent 3 mortal transcending powerhouse. They heard a voice, 5th prince is here. Yan Mobai hides and King Jun asks for Strongman and asks him to help in the coming battle. King Jun tells him he is not interested. 5th prince asks for his help for the sake of kingdom. King Jun replies, for the sake of kingdom or for yourself. The guard gets angry but gets hit by King Jun. They all get ready to fight, and the 3 of them are also ready. The prince is like, are you going to beat the prince? The big man shouts scram. His energy was enough to make them fly all over. The prince shouts, in the face of national disaster, why are you being so unkind and unrighteous? King Jun tells him to help the kingdom. Do I have to serve you? Are you the emperor? Guan Yu shouts, I will give you 5 seconds, scram. The 5th prince and his guards leave from there. The 2 girls are watching them and she wonders which power is behind Master Jun. The day of the battle, the Xuanling sect has arrived, and King Jun and his party are also in the crowd. And he is telling Daji to stay close and don't get lost in the crowd. They announce the emperor has arrived. Long live the emperor. He sits on his throne and now the battle begins. Next, King Jun is surprised that the fight gets over so fast. The first match winner is the Kanglin kingdom. For the next round, General Nanming comes, and from the Kanglin kingdom, Zhen Hun. They are ready to fight, and King Jun asks Guan Yu Cheng, who among them will win, but he have no idea. Now the fight begins. Nanming attacks with his sword. Zhen Hun blocks the attack but his shield gets broken. Nanming swing his sword again. Zhen Hun dodges it and from his hand, he throws something. It's an explosion. People are mad. Bastard actually used a sneak attack. The daughter is worried about her father, but a big hand that covers the head of Zhen Hun slam him on the ground. The second round winner is Nanming and the public are cheering for him. The general has been hurt, and now the third duel begins. A man shouts, who dares to come out and fight me, Xiao Beilong? Everyone is shocked to see another powerhouse. Beilong shouts, no one dares, is your kingdom a land full of cowards? A man in the black comes saying, how dare if they have the qualification to participate in the duel between the 2 countries. Yet one is talking, the 3rd prince who get demoted. Why did he appear here? King Jun tells his father, since no one dares to fight, he will let his people do it. Father agrees. King Jun asks Beilong if he dares to gamble his life for the Kanglin kingdom. Beilong asks, how do I gamble my life? King Jun tells him, if he defeats his man, he will kill himself in public. Now he is thinking, if he could kill the prince, this trip will not be in vain. Beilong is ready, and audience are talking that the 3rd prince cannot escape his death today. But when he removes the clothes, 5th prince is shocked to see him. Next, Qin Yu is informing his father that the strong man was the one he recommended to him few days ago but was accepted by young Master Jun. He suddenly realizes the name sounds familiar, young Master Jun. In Qin Jun, Nan Yuxin is also thinking, the man who insulted her was Qin Jun, and their father is laughing. The one who was causing trouble all over the city recently was Qin Jun. The men are ready. Guan Yu tells him he only need one battle as Guan Yu and the Guan Yu kingdom wins. Audience are surprised to see Beilong was killed in seconds. Qin Jun tells them to be quiet. He tells them everyone knows that I was demoted because I was framed by a traitor. But he won't say who the traitor is. He takes out the head of chaotic General Zah. Everyone is shocked to see the head of Zah. He asks his father if this achievement can clear his name. His father announced, since the third prince beheaded the chaotic General Zah and made for his fault, he will be restored his status as a prince, and because of his effort, Guan Yu kingdom win the battle. Yuan city. And Guan is telling them if anyone in the Kanglan kingdom is dissatisfied, they can always come at him anytime. The meeting ends, and the envoy is telling, he used to think the fifth prince was outstanding but third prince was above him. Qin Jun tells him, it's obvious, since I'm his brother, I'm better than him. And Qin Yu is spitting blood after hearing that. Jun tells the other kingdom's prince that their country is little blind for choosing him as the prince. He gets mad but his general tells him to be patient. Qin Jun is a very cunning person. First he pretended to be desperate and forced Beilong to make a life and death gamble and then beheaded him honestly and openly. Such strategy is simply poisonous. Now he is thinking, when he will ascend to the throne, he will definitely conquer Guan Yu kingdom. The system triggered a mission to ascend to the throne earlier than Zhu Yishi, and Zhu Yishi should not die before the mission is completed, and the reward is 100,000 experience points and a random draw. The meeting ends, and after the duel between the two, and orders them to kill him. A man stop him saying it's not the right time. When Guan Yu is assigned to guard the city, that will be the best time to attack Qin Jun. He agrees, but to quench his anger, he will teach him a lesson. Next, the Loya Inn's girls are chasing him. He comes to a room and Daji is also there. He holds her hand and tells her there's a big treasure, he would like her to see it. It's a spear. Jun shouts, who? The man replies, the one who's gonna kill you. He charges to won't tell him. It's bang bang time. He gains 956 XP. Now he is ready to learn the breathing technique. Daji is teaching him the breathing technique. A girl comes at him with his sword. She attacks him, he dodges her attack. She attacks him again but Yu Feng Wang stops her. She shouts, he did something bad to you last night. This scumbag must be killed. The fox behind him is getting angry. He tells her he fell by accident and didn't do anything and see anything. And they can call him a lunatic but not a hooligan. He has never held a girl's hand. She is there to say goodbye and asks him to participate in Nanjuo Qianlong's martial arts meeting in a month's time. And if she doesn't see him there, she will hunt him down. He pats on his chest, saying, unless the sky falls apart, I will be there. They leaves after that. The system triggered the side mission and the reward is 200,000 XP. If the mission is fail, you will be endlessly haunted down by Yu Feng Wang and even the entire Nanjun holy sect. Next morning, he's been practicing the whole night. A man comes, Manager Shen, who have come to bring the third prince back to the palace to live. He tells him he will be bringing his subordinate too. Manager Shen has no objection with it. Next, they are ready to go to the palace. Qianjin Hall, he greets his father. A sword comes straight at him. He breaks the sword with his spear and asks his father, what is the meaning of this? His father tells him, he just wanted to test him and there is no malice. The man who just attacked him apologizes to the third prince and he is the guard commander. After seeing his strength, his father appointed him as the host of the upcoming Guan Yu Talents event, a banquet where the talents from all over the country attend. He is thinking, if he can arouse hatred at the banquet and cause these cultivators to trigger side quests, it will be wonderful. He accepts to be the host. His quest gets completed, perform well in the meeting between the two countries and get the Emperor praise. Gain 5,000 XP. He breaks through the 7th layer of Foundation building realm. His father is surprised why he suddenly broke through. Another side quest triggered, Emperor Qian high hopes. Overwhelm all geniuses in the Guan Yu talent event. And the reward is 3,000 XP in a random lottery draw. Now this quest has piqued his interest. Next, his father is shocked that just in 1 month, Qin Jun was able to break through from Kai refining realm to the 7th layer of Foundation establishment, and maybe he can replace the kingdom of Guan Yu and participate in the Nanju Qianlong martial arts. And Qin Jun is confused as why his father is staring at him like that. His father tells him to let Shen Yan take him to choose 100 Imperial guards. Qin Jun runs jumping and his father is confused about why he is so happy. Next, the royal barracks. Qin Jun and Shen Yan have come to select 100 Imperial guards. The guards are training, and Qin Yu is also there. He tries to make the situation difficult for Qin Jun and even the guard instructor is taking Qin Yu's side. Qin Jun tells them that his father told him to choose the guards, but the guard instructor did not allow it. So he will now ask his father to take back the order. The other two try to stop him, and Qin Yu is thinking he is if Qin Jun goes to his father. Qin Jun tells eunuch Shen to help him tell the truth about what happened there to his father. and Qin Yu is thinking that he has to hurry up to his father before Qin Jun does. Inside the Qinjun hall, his father is surprised that Qin Jun doesn't seem to want the guards, and Shen Yan is also there. Qin Yu comes asking if his third brother tell him something. His father wants to hear what Qin Yu have to say. He starts to tell him his own story, and the third brother is really irresponsible. Shen Yan finally understands why the third prince asked him to tell the truth to his father. Qin Yu tells him if he doesn't believe him, then he can also ask Coach Shu. The emperor yells at him for spouting lies and treating the royal barracks as his personal property, and he will take his Imperial Guard order now. And Qin Yu will have nothing to do with the Imperial Guards. Yan Mobai is telling Qin Jun about what happened to the fifth prince, and Qin Jun is laughing that Qin Yu really fell into his trap, and he will kill Qin Yu sooner or later. A week later, in the palace of the King of Yu, and everyone is talking about Qin Jun in the party. A guy comes and Qin Jun notices he is Zhuo Junji, but why is he here? He suddenly attacks Qin Jun, but he dodges the attack, and he is there to challenge Qin of the Xuanling sect. He will only be defeated. Qin Jun is ready, and the fight between the two of them begins. But Zhuo Junji is fighting with him seriously. He was thinking it was a friendly duel. Junji chanted and I is covered in demonic energy. He wants to kill him since he has a demonic energy, but Zhuo Junji is from a big sect, he can't kill him directly. But don't mind him what he is going to do. He stabs him in a very important place, and Zhuo Junji is like, Kimochi. Next, we see a guy who was controlling Zhuo Junji. His connection gets cut off, and Qin Jun has won the duel. He asks others if they also want to challenge him, but no one dares. Nan Yuxin tells him his way of winning is disgraceful. But Kayan tells her Qin Jun had already defeated Zhuo Junji once when he went to the Xuanling sect. Nan Yuxin is surprised, and he is the mysterious boy she just mentioned. Now she is scared of Qin Jun. At the night time, the system congratulates him for completing the quest and gaining 3000 XP and a random lottery chance. He starts the lottery. He draws Su Daji's apron from The Romance of Fengshen. Daji comes in and seeing the apron she is shocked, and he is finished now. She asks her lord to explain about the apron. She is afraid that he will not get addicted and won't be able to resist. She punches him to make his head clear, and since only one punch is not enough, she throws a few more. After that, she leaves saying good night, and he's been beaten to a pulp. Now he has to learn some techniques from Guan Yu, since he will be setting off to guard Yiguan City in a few days. The news that Qin Jun won against Zhuo Jun Palace study room. His father is praising him and asks him if he has heard of the Qianlong martial arts event. He replies he has, and after 10 days later, Nanzhuo will hold the Qianlong martial arts event. And if he can enter the top 100, he can choose to enter one of the 7 strongest sects of the dynasty at will. And Qin Jun is ready to go. And he is happy thinking maybe in the martial arts event, he can trigger a few more side quests. And each kingdom can only send 3 people to participate. In 10 days, Qin Jun will set off escorted by the Imperial Guards. And his father has the highest expectation of Qin Jun, and he will never fail his father's expectation. 10 days later, they are on their way to the martial arts event. They take rest after a long travel, and Qin Jun is telling Daji that she will sleep in the carriage and he will be on guard with the howling dog. She asks him, "Why isn't my lord pompous tonight? Do you despise me?" Who would despise such a beauty? He is just on guard because of his brother. She asks, "Why don't I kill him for you now?" But our man doesn't need her help, he can take revenge himself. They hear a howling, and guards prepared to fight. And one guard is telling them not to worry. The nearby monsters are not that strong. The monster is a big wolf. The wolf charged toward Qin Yu, and the guard starts to attack the wolf. Daji comes saying that the little wolf has the bloodline of the Kanki King wolf. It was once extremely powerful, and the little demon has an impure blood. But one day he can transform into real Kanki King wolf. The wolf attacks toward them, but Qin Jun blocks the attack. He attacks the wolf with the move he just learned from Guan Yu, the instant Yalif. His attack hits the wolf and now it's down. Putting his leg on it, he asks to surrender or die. The wolf tries to stand up. The guards get ready to help the third prince. Qin Yu stops them, saying his brother still has energy to fight, they don't have to worry about him. Looking at him, Qin Jun is thinking, "I will kill you sooner or later, just you wait." Qin Jun attacks the wolf again, and it's the last time, surrender or die. The wolf surrenders. Qin Jun gives him a name, Kang Junlang, and he likes it. The guards are surprised that the third prince subdue a demon in the Golden Core realm, and one guy is not happy with it. The system congratulates him for conquering the first mount and gain a chance to summon gods and demons. He tells the guard that the wolf has been conquered and it will join them in the journey, and gets ready to summon his gods and demons. And Daji is telling the wolf that his big sis will treat him well. He starts his summon, and his summon is a bald guy with loyalty 85, and he is on his way. And Qin Jun is wondering who he summoned this time. Next day, Qin Yu is telling his guard that this time he has hired a powerhouse in the transcendent realm, and he made an appointment with him. He will kill Qin Jun later. Next, Qin Jun is asking Daji to take a bath together and scrub each other's back. And Daji, who is looking like a goddess right now, she pushes Qin Jun in the water, saying that they are just a master-servant relation, not a couple. He tells her, since fox spirit are fond of sucking men's young energy, he will let her suck his. She kicks him, saying, "Nine-tailed celestial fox, don't use such absurd methods. It was human that created such thing." And man, she looks, goddamn. Half an hour later, at night, a monk comes to make trouble. The guard warns him not to come any closer, and he is there to exterminate the demon that is in the Guan Yu royal family. And he is the guy Guan Yu has hired to kill Qin Jun. Looking at the fox, he gets ready to exterminate it. But Qin Jun is like, "Where did this nonsense-talking bald donkey come from? Do you want to die?" The monk gets ready to attack and actually attacks Qin Jun, who is peacefully eating his food. But Daji comes and protects her master. She gets ready to give him a good fight. Qin Jun realizes that the bald donkey level is quite high. Qin Jun tells him without knowing who is wrong or right, "You just attack an innocent person. Which evil temple do you belong to?" Qin Yu tells him that he is a monk from Yehua Temple, the famous monastery on the mainland, and he invited him to exorcise the evil spirits within you. The monk gets ready with his other attack, but an unknown attack comes towards him, slamming him on the ground, and everyone is surprised to see who is it. System congratulates for summoning Fahai from the Legend of the White Snake. Void transforming realm 3rd layer. Loyalty 80. How? Before it was showing 85, now 80. Qin Jun is surprised to see his summon, and Daji is telling him to be careful. The old monk is in the void transformation realm. Everyone is shocked to see a void transformation that can rival a kingdom. Everyone kneels before him, and he asks the bald donkey, why did he come to Guan Yu Kingdom? We come to know that the old monk is the master uncle of the bald donkey, and Qin Jun is happy after knowing that. And Qin Yu is happy that Qin Jun will die today for sure. The old monk looks at Qin Jun. He comes and greets him, and he has came to worship Qin Jun. The two of them are shocked. The bald donkey tries to say something, but the old monk tells him to go back to confinement, and he is not allowed to leave the temple for 10 years. Now Qin Jun is ready to teach him some lessons. Qin Yu tells him he can't kill him. They are brothers. But he never treated Qin Jun as a brother. And today Qin Yu must die. The guard tries to stop him, and even the old monk too. But Qin Jun doesn't kill indiscriminately. He only kills the wicked, and his brother Qin Yu is a top wicked person. Daji and the howling dog stop the old monk from interfering, and he is shocked to see the demon king there. Qin Yu pushes the guard who is blocking Qin Jun and starts to run. Qin Jun throws his spear, and the spear pierces through Qin Yu. Everyone is shocked, and Qin Jun is ready to take the last breath of Qin Yu. Qin Yu dies. System notifies the mission completed, and congratulations to the host for breaking through the 3rd layer of the Golden Core realm. Because the host has condensed the Golden Core, a chance to summon gods and demons will be rewarded. And now he is ready for the Thunder Tribulation. The thunder starts to fall on him, and everyone is surprised that His Highness is too strong to fight against the Thunder Tribulation with his own power. Daji is worried about her master. The dog is telling her not to worry. Their master is not that weak. He survived the tribulation easily. The feeling of going through the Thunder Tribulation was really cool for him, and Daji is asking if he is okay. He is fine and tells them to bury Qin Yu. He will find a river to take a bath. He leaves after that. Now he is in the river taking bath and open his system for the lottery draw. He gets the purple gold emperor armor from the journey to the west. It's a defensive magic weapon and needs blood to recognize the master. He drops his blood and the armor comes flying like the Iron Man suit. With the armor on, he is looking good. And to take off the armor, it suddenly disappears. And now he summons his gods and demons. We see a figure, loyalty 90. He is thinking it will take few days for the summon to get there, but gets shocked to see an old man behind him. His name is Tai Bai Jinxing. Tai Bai Jinxing from Journey to the West, 4th layer of Heavenly Immortal Realm. Qin Jun is happy to have him and asks him if he knows Xiao Tianchen. He is happy that this old man has the highest cultivation within all his summons. He doesn't know any Xiao Tian, but never mind. Qin Jun gets ready to introduce him to their big harmonious family. But when they reach the camp, it's in a messed up condition. Daji and the old monk are fighting, and Howling Dog is telling him if it weren't for His Highness, he would have torn him apart a long time ago. Qin Jun comes asking what's going on. Nothing is going on, they were just fighting when you weren't around. The monk tells him that these monsters are not trustworthy. Daji tells him, could my lord know that you don't have bad intentions as well? Qin Jun stops them, saying before he dies, don't be suspicious of each other. Tai Bai also tells him all thing has spirits, and people are good and bad, not to mention demons. You can't just generalize. Qin Jun introduces him to others. He is an overseas immortal, Tai Bai Jinxing. Daji and the dog is surprised to an immortal, But the old monk doesn't listen to him and is only doing his job as a monk getting rid of demons. Bai Tai tells him to do a test with him, and if he wins the old monk will no longer refute, and if the old monk wins he will cut his own head and apologize. The old monk is ready. They are ready. The old monk tells Tai Bai Jinxing to attack first. Tai Bai attacks him and the attack sends him flying, breaking the mountains. They are shocked to see the power of that immortal. But that was his lightest blow. Qin Jun praises him for his awesome attack and the guards are shocked to see an actual immortal. He goes to check on the monk's condition. Daji and the dog ask if he's really an immortal. Qin Jun tells them. Tai Bai Jinxing felt a connection with him when he retreated overseas. So he came from thousands of miles to worship him. They both are in awe. He comes back with the monk and gives him a pill. Qin Jun asks, do you know alchemy? No, he just bought it. The old monk admits his defeat and will no longer refute. Qin Jun tells him if it wasn't for Daji and the dog he would have died a long time ago. They've killed a lot of evildoers for him. Qin Jun tells the guard to give Qin Yu carriage to the immortal master. And now they are getting ready to leave. A man comes and tells him that he is the leader of Qin Yu's killer organization. The Blood Sword King. Qin Jun asks if he wants to get revenge. No, he is just grateful to him for killing Qin Yu. He was working for Qin Yu because he saved him once. Qin Jun doesn't know if he is sincere. Anyway, this trip will be a test for him. He thanks Qin Jin for his tolerance. Now they setting off. 5 days later, the guard is worried because they are in a place where thieves and villain rampant. Qin Jun tells him not to worry, he has sent the demon fox to explore the way. They got a situation. Few people who has lost their map asks them to show them the way. After knowing they are also going to participate in the Qianlong martial arts, he offers them to travel together. His name is Ixuan, eldest disciple of Yanking sect of Wookiee Kingdom, and the others are his junior brothers and sisters. Qin Yun, the fourth prince, comes and greet them. He is thinking that the strength of the Guan Yu kingdom is so weak to send a Kai refining realm to participate in the Qianlong martial art. They continue their journey. Ixuan asks there are 4 carriages. Who else are there beside you, fourth prince? He tells him there's his senior brother and an immortal. Ixuan gets shocked to heard an immortal, and Qin Yun starts to brag that his brother invited the immortal. They laughs at him for talking big. He is mad now. The fox jumps in front of them. Ixuan gets scared to see a golden core monster. Qin Yun tells him it's his brother's mount. Qin Jun comes out and the girls are shocked to see he is very strong. They gets attacked by bandits. They ask them to leave their money and women. One guy charged towards them with his spear, but he doesn't stand a chance against the bandit. Everyone is shocked to see the bandit is in a golden core realm. And his name is Gongsun too. The guard gets scared after hearing that name. He is someone who has killed 50 foundation building disciples of Ziguang sect in one night, and now he is ready to kill them. He looks at his highness, who is in a relaxed mode. He tells the fox to greet them. The fox attacks them and jumps at Gongsun too. But Gongsun too is also not that weak. He uses a multiplier spell making him bigger in size. He slams the fox and gets ready to kill it. But the monk attacks him, sending him flying. The old monk attacks him again. Qin Jun tells him not to kill the man. After seeing their boss in a halfway to his death, the other bandits start to run. But they don't have a chance. It's a bang bang time, baby. Qin Jun gains some free X from them and gives the boss a headshot and gain 2102 X points. Everyone is shocked to see such a terrifying weapon. And his fourth brother is bragging about him, that his senior brother break through the golden core realm not long ago. He asks the guard to search the body of the boss bandit. He finds a letter, and the letter, his dead brother, is still giving him trouble. Qin Jun asks the Sword Blood King if he knows a man named Dark Owl. He does. The owl comes from the Dark Knight Pavilion of Nanjuo Dynasty. They are pure killer force, and they can even kill someone in Void Transformation Realm. The poor old monk has also heard about the Dark Knight Pavilion, but forget it, he doesn't have to worry about it. He has an immortal on his side. They continue their journey. 2 days later, the system notifies once in a month to summon gods, and demon is here. He starts his summon, and a figure with a dragon and a girl with a horn. Loyalty 100 and the gods and demons is on their way. Qin Jun is happy that it's a dragon girl and she should be pretty. The system gives him an info about the dragon girl. She is the youngest daughter of the Dragon King. He is more surprised now. Nanny, virgin, lowly. The system informs that she has grown into a beautiful flower and still has a connection with the previous owner of the host body. He tells Daji that a strong girl is coming to worship him tomorrow, but she doesn't believe him and tells him that it's only in his dream. He tells her to make a bet. If what he says come true, she will have to kiss him, and if he loses, he will do whatever she says. She is fine with the deal. Next day, a big dragon comes in front of them and everyone gets scared to see a dragon for the first time. The old monk also tells his highness to be careful. The dragon comes straight at them. The dragon turns into a beautiful girl. System notifies Princess Nanhai Longjalong from Mythology and Legends, 9th layer of Void Transformation Realm, and she hugs her Oni-chan. It's been so long, she misses him. Some memories flood in his mind. He remembers, and the consciousness of the original body owner dissipated after his death. Therefore, in a sense, the Hose and the previous body owner are one body and dual consciousness. And when his realm goes higher, he can summon the gods and demons on the spot. Everyone is shocked to see the sight. He is surprised that he didn't expect her to grow so big. He introduces her to everyone and Daji doesn't look happy. She was an orphan and the Dragon King accepted her as his daughter, and Qin Jun helped her in her most difficult time. And she will be by his side from now on. Qin Jun reminds Daji about their deal and she gives him a smooch. She looks at the dragon girl like she is telling her, "This is my man." The dragon girl also smooches him. Now the harem begins. Inside the carriage, Taebai asked her if her father knows about her being there. He doesn't know yet. She escaped last night when the barrier suddenly broke by an invisible force. He tells King Jun by voice transmission that the Dragon King is stronger than him and he might cause trouble later. Qin Jun tells him not to worry and just go with the flow. They arrived at the Kanglan Kingdom border, and a guard is asking if Qin Jun can control the fox. A man jumps from the wall landing like a superhero. He is there for Qin Jun. Since Qin Jun has defeated Zhuo Junjai, he wants to challenge Qin Jun. Ixuan is shocked Qin Jun defeated Zhuo Junji. Qin Jun tells him he doesn't need to accept challenges from any cats and dogs, but he is the second-ranked genius in the Kanglan Kingdom and his name is Song Yufeng. System triggered a mission and the reward is 5,000 X points. He is ready to teach him some lesson. Yufeng charged towards him. Their weapon collides with each other. Yufeng's sword gets broken and the force send him flying. Mission complete and gained 5,000 X points. They are in the city and his rumors are spreading like a wildfire. He asks the Blood Sword King about the roster of human list and he can get it from Destiny Pavilion. So after the settle down, they will go to the Destiny Pavilion to buy a human list rooster for him. They stayed in the number 1 inn in the city, and the dragon girl is ready to sleep with him tonight. Daji tells her their lord is still growing up, so she can't hollow out his body. But Qin Jun is fine with it. She tells him he is with her tonight. He asks them to sleep together with him, but gets a hit on his head. In the end, he is sleeping alone. He is confused to see his X points, but it's all because of his increase in realm, and he is also confused for the consciousness of the gods and demons suddenly came to be. The system tells him some gods and demons appeared when the host came to this world and among them is Fahai. There are very few, no more than 5, and the Dragon Princess and Fahai are the weakest too. He is worried. What happens if he summon the gods and demons that have already appeared? The system, they will awaken their memories and will take refuge in the host. Next day he is surprised to see the rank and list of cultivators. Daji tells him that the human race are more talented than a monster but in the same realm. Monster race is still stronger. Daji informs that the dragon girl broke through the void realm because of her dragon inheritance. She also yells, "Aren't you relying on the blood of Celestial Fox clan?" They gets attacked and the guard asks if they are sent by the Emperor of the Kanglan. But they are not. They are there because someone offered a good reward for Qin Jun. Qin Jun comes saying Qin Yu is dead and they should give up on the mission. A man comes and he is Dark Owl. He asks if Qin Yu is really dead, then gives him the order to kill the person that killed his son. Next, Qin Jun is asking the old monk to teach him the move he used at that time. The move is their temple learning. He can't teach that to the outsider. Zai the dragon girl is ready to teach him some techniques. A technique to make his flesh as strong as a dragon. She gives him the technique and it starts to flow inside his body. The system congratulates the host for his ancient drunken bodywork, the incarnate of the unholy body, and the host is the first to obtain the ancient method. He also gets a reward to summon a demon. The technique's first layer is inviolable. The second layer of reinforcement, the third layer is not bad. The fourth layer of mountain climbing, fifth layer of Dharma is heaven and earth. He thanks the dragon girl for such an amazing technique. She is happy and he summons his summon. A guy with a big weapon and loyalty is 100. Next, they have come to a city where there are only bones. When they reach near the city gate they hear a big commotion, and there's a big wave coming their way. The guards close the gate. Qin Jun asks the guard that there are a lot of animal tied around here. The guard tells him that the same thing happened at the rock fortress that was destroyed by a tidal wave and no one was able to return. The dog asks him if he needs his help. Qin Jun tells him if the city breaks down then help. He only wants to save people, not the city. The monster starts to attack the gate, and Daji noticed that the monster is possessed by something. But a man is crushing the beast in the beast tide and he's the summon of Qin Jun and his name is La Yuanba. Yuanba crushes the monsters like they are nothing. The guard is surprised to see Yuanba and if he is in the battlefield, he will definitely be a big killer. Qin Jun tells him he is ready to go and win him over. But Daji stops him saying that guys is too fierce and it will be dangerous. The dragon girl also agrees to Daji. The demon king appears on the battlefield, and they thinks that the demon king is too strong and the guy will die for sure. But Qin Jun doesn't think that way. His man will win for sure. The demon king jumps at Yuanba and he also jumps at the demon king and smashes the demon king on the ground. The real Demon King comes out of the Tiger Demon King, but he also dies by the hands of Yuanba. He jumps over the wall and greets Qin Jun. Everyone is shocked to see the sight. Qin Jun compliments and praises him. The dragon girl asks him how did he know brother Qin Jun. He tells them that brother Qin Jun was his benefactor, otherwise he would have starved to death. The city guards thank him to helping them. He doesn't care about them if the monsters were not blocking his way to see his grace. They are ready to go to the town. The news that Lai Yuanba slaughtered the beast and killed the Demon King spread throughout the city. The news also spread to the entire Kanglan kingdom. Qin Jun finds out that the strong man behind the tiger demon is Lai Mengji, the 6th Hall Master of the Constellation Gate, and the Constellation Gate is one of the 7 major sects of the Nanzhuo dynasty. Daji asks him if he is afraid. Nah, our man is weird. They heard someone screaming in there. Qin Jun and Yuanba gets ready to go and checked. When they reach there, they find out that some people are fighting with a big snake-like dragon. The dragon attacks them and they all falls. Qin Jun comes saying what a ferocious dragon. They try to stop him from going there. It's very dangerous. The dragon attacks him, but Yuanba blocks the attack and starts to swing the dragon, sending it flying far away. Everyone is shocked to see the sight. Qin Jun comes and sits near the flower that was producing the poisonous fog and starts to cultivate. The other people is thinking that he will die, the way he is absorbing the poison directly. He is absorbing the poison from the flower and the poison starts to affect him, but he still endured it. He is thinking as long as he becomes strong. There is one way to go back to Earth, to go back to his mom, dad, and Qinjun. Wait, who is Qinjun? The system rewards him with a promotion, and he breaks through. One of the guy asks him if they can take the flower to make medical herbs. He is fine with it. They all thank him and starts to introduce themselves. He leaves after that. The guard asks him if he is fine. He is fine. He informs the dragon girl that he break through the first layer of the technique she gave him. But Daji is not happy because he went with Yuanba. He tells her there is no such thing as Yuanba, I still have you. Next, a man comes and informs his leader that Qin Jun is coming and he is eager to fight with Qin Jun. The system creates a side quest to win against Su Lai Jai, reward 50,000 X points and a random lottery. He is ready to give him a good fight. Su Lai Jai charges with his sword but a man blocks him. It's his father, the man from before. His father tells him that he is not Qin Jun's opponent and should apologize to him. He apologizes on behalf of his son. He was lucky enough that a guy informed him that his son was going to challenge Qin Jun and arrived at nick of the time to stop him. Everyone is surprised what is happening there. Qin Jun tells him that he shouldn't look down on his son and let him fight. Su Lai Jai gets ready to fight and attack Qin Jun with his sword. He blocks the sword with 2 fingers and breaks it. He hits Su Lai Jai, sending him flying and slamming onto the wall. Everyone is surprised that he lost in seconds, not even a minute. His father checks his pulse and he is still alive. He thanks Qin Jun for showing mercy, then leaves with his son. Next, a man is informing the prince that Su Lai Jai got defeated. He is shocked that Qin Jun has gotten stronger again, and if they leave him like that he will be a threat to them someday. So he decides to get rid of him. Next, his side quest is complete and obtained 50,000 X point and a random lottery. He starts his lottery, and, my goodness, his reward is a Gatling. Now he has got his gum no Gatling. This is cheating, man, a Gatling in a cultivation world. The dog asks him what kind of magic weapon is that. It's a world destruction Gatling. Next day, he slept well but they got surrounded by the guards near the gate. A man named Lai Yi, the lord of Rock Cliff Ganxiong Fortress. Qin Jun guards ask him why are they stopping them. He is there to get rid of the king of Yu, Qin Jun. The guards shoot their arrows at them and Qin Jun is ready to give them a good fight. He deflects all their arrows and give them his lightning. And the lord is shocked to see Qin Jun has grown stronger and he must run from there. A man named Song Long comes and attacks Qin Jun but Yuanba blocks his attack. He breaks Song Long's hand and hit him with his big weapon, sending him flying. Everyone is shocked to see the sight and father is telling his son that's the reason he stopped him. He realizes that he would have died if Qin Jun fought him for real at that time. His father tells him to be respectful towards Qin Jun when they meet in the future. Now Song Long is dead. The Kanglan kingdom has lost an arm. They are ready to move now, but before that, he will finish up the lord. He gains some exp from him and orders his man to send Lai Yi's body to Emperor as a gift from him, and inform him that when he returned from the Qianlong he will penetrate the Kanglan kingdom. Next, the emperor is shocked to hear that Song Lang and Lai Yi were both killed. The man informs him that the double hammer divine general under King of Yu was too strong, and the King of Yu sent a message that when he returns from the Qianlong he will penetrate the Kanglan kingdom. The emperor gets mad. Someone said something like that in his kingdom but no one did anything. His son tells him to calm down. They will not let Qin Jun to return from the Qianlong alive. They have their experts Su Lai Jai and others to fight with Qin Jun in the Qianlong but a guy informs them. Su Lai Jai is afraid of being beaten by Qin Jun, and even Kanglin 4 heroes didn't dare to fight against Qin Jun. The emperor leave the matter to the prince. As a prince of Kanglin, he must do his duty, and he is ready. Few days later, they have arrived in the South Shu emperor. He asks what's that ball. The old monk tells him that it's a magical weapon to record information. He notices few guards molesting women near the gate. The old monk tells him that the South Shu dynasty has become more and more corrupt. He is thinking that Xiao Lai and Daji look so beautiful. Wouldn't they be taken advantage of? He got to figure out a way. A guard is even trying to take advantage of the women that are with them. But he got an idea how to deal with these liches. The guard grabs her and ready to give her a good check. Her junior sister tries to stop the guard, but her senior brother stops her, saying that they cannot mess with the soldiers of the Southern Zhu dynasty. If they denied their entry, they will not be able to join the Divine Dragon Warrior. The guard tries to kiss her. Qin Jun comes saying, "Don't you feel ashamed to bully a woman like this?" The guards tells him to fuck off. The guard tries to grab her melon. She hides behind Qin Jun. He tells everyone to listen up clearly. They are there to participate, but they shouldn't throw their dignity like this, and not to think too highly of them. If we can't live without them, similarly the South Zhuo dynasty can't live without us. And if the geniuses don't participate in their event, it will be their loss. Now everyone starts to fight back, and literally they fight back. One guard jumps at Qin Jun, but he kicks him, sending him flying. And Yuanba is also ready to smashes them into pieces. With all 4 surrounding their lord, Qin Jun asks if they will let them in or not. A man in a robe comes, asking, "Why are you making trouble?" His name is Zhu Giku, the supreme magistrate of Bronze Gate. Qin Jun informs him about his guard. What are they doing with the ladies in the gate? Now, everyone add on to his word. How can their guard molest and harass their woman in broad daylight? They also have dignity. Not only the woman, they have also harassed a muscle girl-looking guy. Now he is thinking that he has to dispose the guards. He cannot let the matter pass into the Imperial court. He tells them to register their identity, and he'll change the group of soldiers tomorrow. Top 20. The strength of the South Zhuo is not as scary as he imagined. The man approaches Yuanba. Qin Jun tells him that he is his subordinate. The man asks Yuanba to be his disciple, but he is like F off. He leaves saying, "I have accepted you as my apprentice." Qin Jun realizes that Yuanba and Xiao Lai are just the right age to participate, but Xiao Lai has to reveal her identity as a dragon to fight. That will cause them trouble. He asks Yuanba to participate, but he doesn't want to fight weak. But he will only help Qin Jun to clear the opponents and help him reach the top. Daji tells him it will be too shameless for him to do that, but he is fine with it. Next, the disciple greets the master. In his eyes, these disciples are now just mediocre after seeing that kid at the gate. And that kid, he must get him. Next, they are having a meal and hears some rumors about a genius who got 5-star evaluation in the assessment. He asks his guard about the star review mean. He tells him it's a performance rating of the Qianlong Huowu assessment, and it goes from 1 to 9. Qin Jun is ready to check his rating, but few people comes to thank him for his righteous deeds in the gate. It was a piece of cake, and if it wasn't for their help, he would be alone. After a while, he is exhausted. Entertainment is not really a job that people can do. Daji tells him that he is becoming more and more of an emperor. Xiao Lai also agrees, and for her, he is the most powerful. The guard brings them to the rating examination, but they are shocked to see the crowd of people there. Qin Ju and asks Yuanba to make a way. He makes a way for his lord. Now, Qin Jun is ready to go in. A guy comes out receiving 1-star evaluation. Chu Song, the man examining them. He calls for next participant. A girl comes in after looking at her. He yells at her for being 70 years old but dared to participate in the Qianlong Wushu. And she is just 2nd level of Qi realm. Poor 70 years old girl runs from there. He asks a guy who is that man. He tells him. That man name is Chu Song, and his eyes are said to be able to penetrate the essence of anything. He is getting interested in him now, not in that way. It's Qin Jun's turn now. He looks at Qin Jun and he's not feeling good, the way he is looking at him. He compliments him for being able to reach a 3rd layer of Golden Core Realm at the age of 16, a top genius. He thanks him for his compliments and enters the portal. Inside there is only one puppet. The puppet charged toward him and blocks the attack and finished up the puppet with his spear, and get 1-star review. 2 other appears again. He understood how this ranking work. If he defeats 1 opponent on the same realm, he gets 1 star, and if he defeats 2, he gets a 2-star rating. Now, he is ready. Bring it on. Next, some people are watching the examination in a magic dragon ball. They are watching Qin Jun, who have 8-star aptitude, and they expecting him to be able to obtain a 6-star evaluation in the test. They notices Yuanba, who has reached the realm of transcendence. The old man asks his disciple Yushu to check his qualification. His qualification is 10 stars. He tells the old man that they must get that guy. But what surprised them, Qin Jun also won a 10-star evaluation in the Qianlong Huowu test. He has piled up the puppets he has defeated, And that's thanks to his purple golden emperor armor. He comes out wearing the armor and Yuanba is happy that his lord also scored 10-star review. Now he's bragging how he defeated all those puppets. But a man is having his eye on his armor. The armor that he couldn't see through. Qin also realized that it was a mistake to come out wearing his golden armor. Now many people are having their eyes on his armor. The man tells him, now that he got his star rating he can just wait for the start of the Qianlong Huo. They leave after that, thanking the examiner. And he is thinking to get rid of the two, to get his hand on that armor. Yuanba tells him that he sensed killing intent from the examiner. And he's ready to kill him. Qin tells him, if they kill him, then how will they participate in the Qianlong Huo? And he has to complete the side quest triggered by Yu Fenghuang, 200,000 XP, 1 summon gods and demons and a lottery. Their guard comes congratulating them for passing with 10 star. Now they are ready to go to the inn and eat and drink. Next, they are having their meal. 2 old folks are also praising their lord. Something comes inside and the old immortal catches it. Qin asks him, what's the matter? He replies that his disciple Lai Bai wants to pay homage to his highness. He asks if he is the Kinglian sword immortal Lai Bai, how strong is he? But the system haven't summoned this gods and demons. Lai Bai, how did he suddenly come to worship him? The system starts to give him info about Lai Bai. The immortal tells him that his disciple has already reached the void transformation realm. The system notifies that Lai Bai himself was a direct disciple of the Tabeijing constellation. The poetry immortal of the Tang dynasty was the last life of Bai's reincarnation. After his death, he was like Lai Yuanbao who awakened his original memory. Zai Lai asks him what's the matter. The system notifies that the host can rest assured that Su Daji and Zai Wuquan can continue to become stronger, and as the host becomes stronger, he can summon stronger gods and demons. Immortal also asks him what's the matter, but Daji tells them to ignore him, he always does that. She asks Zai Lai to go shopping and Qin is also ready to go with them. Next, a girl is asking Yu Fenghuang if the Qin, who is popular now, is the same one from Guan Yu Kingdom. She doesn't know either, and if it's not him, she will kill him. She won't allow any other man to look at her body except her husband. Wait, what is going on here? I don't know anything. She already considered Qin her husband. Next, Yuanba tells them that someone is following them. Qin tells him, just ahead is abandoned no man's land, go there and deal with him. They are in that abandoned alley. Qin gets an attack but Yuanba stops the attack. The man tells him to hand over the treasure or die. The man creates a barrier. Qin tells Yuanba to bring that man to him. He charges toward that man. The man gets ready to fight too. Their fists collide and he realizes that Yuanba is a powerhouse beyond void transformation realm. But now it's too late. Yuanba punches him, sending him flying. He is the assessment manager, Chu Song. Qin tells him he shouldn't have been greedy for a treasure and came to kill a contestant for their treasure. He tells them, I'm the assessment manager, you can't kill me. No, it's bang bang time. Qin is thinking how much experience points he can get from a void transformation realm powerhouse. A man comes to stop him, but bang headshot gain 102,500 X points. He breaks through the 4th layer of Jindan or golden core realm. The man who tries to stop them is Mr. Zhu. Qin tells him that the assessment manager attacked him and he killed him. There's no need to reward him. Mr. Zhu, the man gets ready to fight. They starts to fight and Qin is thinking how much XP can get from a powerhouse like Mr. Zhu. Now, Mr. Zhu gets serious and Yuanba is also ready to give him a good fight. But a man comes and stops them. He is Lai Bai, who have come to pay his respect to his highness. He gets ready to teach Mr. Zhu a lesson for thinking to arrest his highness. He swings his sword and Mr. Zhu gets cut by the force of the sword. Lai Bai tells him that attack is just a lesson and if he tries to disturb his highness, he will give him a full class. Qin is thinking that Lai Bai is so strong as expected of the disciple of Tabai, the old immortal. Mr. Zhu leaves with the dead body saying, we'll fight next time. He comes down and Yuanba wants to fight with him. Qin tells him that they are friends and friends should not fight with each other. Lai Bai notices that his highness has so many powerhouse, just as his master told him. Qin is happy to finally meet him. And he is happy too. System congratulates him for taking Lai Bai and his loyalty is 89. Next, in the inn, Qin is telling them what happened. Old monk is disgusted with such bad villain. Zai Lai tells him they don't need to participate and they don't need to rely on the Nanchuo dynasty. Old man Immortal tells her, even though his highness doesn't need to rely on the sect, but the reward of Qianlong martial arts is extremely rich. He tells everyone to eat and drink. But the people from Divine Sword Hall comes to recruit Qin and Yuanba. The guard gives them the info about Divine Sword Hall and they are the most powerful force among 7 sects. But Qin rejects them. They get mad for being rejected. He tells them the reason of rejection. He wants more freedom. Bai admires his highness's vigor. The guy is mad but he cannot do anything right now. There are too many people in the inn. But he will teach Qin a lesson some other day. They leaves after that. The guard asks him, why did he reject such an offer? Why would he? He has a mythology system. Why waste time on that divine hall? System notifies him, with once a month gods and demons summoned. He tells the other to eat. He is going to his room. Inside his room, he starts his summon. 2 figures with loyalty 90 and they are on their way. A green energy surrounds him. 2 monster comes to pay their respect to his highness. He almost shit his pants after seeing his own summons. They are black and white from folklore. They are lonely ghost gifted with great power, and after seeing his highness's demeanor, they have come to worship him. White tells him that they usually stay in the underworld or in the dark, and if his highness needs their help, he just needs to ring the bell. The bell is called Soul Bell. They will come to him when they hears the bell. Now, he's like, all right, baby, yeah. He asks if the monk can perceive their existence. No, they can't unless black and white is within 3 feet of his highness. He tells them to go now, and if he needs help, he will call them. At night, he is cultivating. A bottle flies inside his room. He notices that it's a poison, and pulls out his bang bang, and he is in position to do some bang bang and gain some X points. Next, Daji, who is taking a bath, notices the sound of her master's gun. The assassin jumps at Qin Jun with his dagger. Qin Jun also takes out his spear, but the guy dodges his spear and almost stabs him in the neck. Daji comes at the right time and hit him with something. The guy realizes that she is super strong and jumps out of the window. He escapes like Flash, vanishing in a second. Qin Jun takes out his bell. Daji tries to stop him, saying the bell is a deadly thing. It devours the user's heart. She doesn't know what our man is capable of. He rings the bell. The sound of the bell reaches everywhere, and black and white appears. Daji is shocked and tries to protect her master. She gets surprised when they greet by his highness. Seeing the opportunity, he jumps at her. He was so scared and almost died if it wasn't for Daji, and he is ready to repay her with his body. She doesn't need it. Since she doesn't need, they have to wait for the news now. Divine Sword Hall. The man comes and informs his 13th elder that he has failed the mission. The elder is shocked that he is stronger than Qin Jun but still failed the mission. He didn't expect that Qin Jun to have a super strong hot lady by his side. They hear some noise outside. A hand grabs the man from behind, and he died in a blink of an eye. The elder also gets tied up by some kind of green Ghost Rider chain. It is black that tied him. He tries to stab black, but white kills him with her hand and tells him they made a mistake by offending someone they shouldn't have. And right now I think she is looking hot. Agree or not, guys? The next day, the news of the divine sword has been spread and the mansion is full of corpses. 4 man in robes comes and the leader's name is Elder Phi. They are also there to find out the killer. Mr. Zhu tells them that it's like the rumors said, that they were all killed by a ghost. He also doesn't know anything about the killer. They will handle the matter by themselves. 2 days later, finally the day of the Qianlong martial arts. All contestants will be sent to the magic world. The old man informs them they will be given a wooden card, and if they find themselves in a dangerous situation, they can just crush the card and escape. In the end, if there are 100 people left, the test will be over. The time limit is 1 week, and if there are more people than 100 people remaining by then, the group arena competition will begin. They starts to enter the portal and Phi recognizes them, and he is very optimistic about them. One guy realizes that Qin Jun might be the killer, since the Divine Hall wanted to provoke Qin Jun a few days ago. And Qin Jun also has super strong hot girls and guys and 2 old men too. He informs Elder Phi about Qin Jun. He is shocked, and if Qin Jun is the man behind the slaughter of the Sword Divine Hall, they must get rid of Qin Jun soon. Magic World. Somewhere in the forest, the system notifies him of a mission. Phi Yushu, the 5th elder of the Divine Sword Hall, is suspecting him and observing him. Phi Yushu is a strong man in the Fairyland. Persuade him will get a random lottery, and failure will lead to the endless pursuit of the whole Divine Sword Hall. He is thinking, why is he suspected of him? The dog comes and he is surprised that the dog can also come inside the magic world. He tells the dog they have to stay low-key because the dog is not allowed. Then, they start their journey to find Yunbai, and they find him just in a minute, and he is looking for his highness. Few cultivators comes looking for their death. They attack Yunbai but all get their ass kicked. They run after seeing he is a monster. Qin Jun comes and he asks where will they go now. Qin Jun points at the mountains. He wants to quickly eliminate some players, but what they find there is a dragon there. A big beautiful dragon is there and some people. Qin Jun and Yunbai also arrived and surprised to see the dragon is holding a dragon ball in its hand. The dog tells him that the power in the dragon ball is abundant. Yunbai gets ready to go and get the dragon ball for our Goku. People start to attack the dragon. Qin Jun stops Yunbai and tells him not to panic and just enjoy the show first. He is thinking that his spear and gun can absorb a dragon's soul. The system notifies him the gun can do more damage and the dragon's soul can be activated after absorbing the dragon's soul. His brother 4th Prince and the beauty comes. Qin Jun tells the beauty to not eye on that dragon ball. He has his eye on it, but the dragon is full of treasures. He can give some of it to them. and tells Yuanbai it's time for them to act. The dragon roars, making everyone who is attacking it fly everywhere like flies. A big chunk of rock comes straight at them. Fourth prince run for his life. Meshu, the beauty, also tells Qin Jun to run, but they don't have to worry when Yuanbai is there. Yuanbai jumps at the rock and shattered it into pieces. Qin Jun is thinking that Yuanbai is really domineering, and he will be as strong as Yuanbai one day. Now, Qin Jun gets ready to do some action. He jumps at the dragon with his spear and hit the dragon. The dragon attacks him, but he dodges the attack by changing his size. He attacks the dragon again, and attacks him again with his lightning. He gets ready for the one last shot, but the dragon roars, breathes its fire, and pulls Qin Jun under the water. They are worried about him, but Yuanbai notices that His Highness' aura is improving and the vitality of the dragon is rapidly disappearing. People are thinking who will win, the dragon or Qin Jun. Boom, a blast happens in the water. Qin Jun comes out with a dragon. Wait, now there are two dragons. He gets ready to send the dragon to hell and attacks the dragon. The dragon dies. System notifies. Now the soul-killing gun can absorbs the soul of the dragon. People gets ready to catch the dragon ball. Qin Jun grabs the ball and gets ready to teach them a lesson for trying to snatch his ball. Yuanbai also jumps and crushes them all. How dare they try to snatch His Highness' ball? But no, they wants Qin Jun ball and attack him again. He takes out his Gatling, then fries them all with his gun. People are now running for their life. They don't want to die without knowing what kind of weapon killed them. But Qin Jun is not giving them a chance to run. He finishes them all. Qin Yun is surprised that his brother is super strong. Miss Zhu also thinks he is mighty. Now they are going to crowded places to find other monsters. She asks why go to a crowded places. It's because he doesn't want to compete in the ring. That's why he is going to knock few people out. Outside the magic world, Fi is watching them. The man informs him that the witness saw two men with sickles slaughter the sub-helm, which is the Divine Sword Hall. He asks if Qin Jun has anyone under him using sickles. No one. So Qin Jun is not the suspect. He also tells him that the killer's super strong, it's impossible for someone like them to work under Qin Jun. Next, White thanks Black for using his soul hunting technique. Otherwise, their highness would have been in trouble. Next, they have to release some news so that the Divine Sword Hall will no longer doubt his highness. The system notifies him that the side quest is complete and he gets a random draw. He gets ready to draw the lottery now. But they hear something. Yuanbai alerts his highness. A guy comes shouting, "Run!" Zhang Lun went crazy. Who the hell is this Zhang Lun? Even Qin Jun doesn't know who is Zhang Lun. System congratulates him for drawing 10 sky exploding mines, a thunderbolt, a highly compressed micro-explosive with aura and gunpowder. He is happy with his draw. Zhang Lun is conscious of the animal nature of the ape blood. People are running for their life. The big ape comes and attacks Qin Jun group. Qin Jun gets ready to use his new grenade. He throws it at the ape, and boom, a big blast. He is surprised to see the power of his grenade, and the after effect is too devastating. His brother is shocked to see such a powerful explosion, and Yuanbai is happy to see such a powerful explosion. Beauty is also shocked. He asks the system, why is there no experience? He will get it at the end of the competition. Now it's getting dark. They gets ready to find a place to rest. Miss Zhu informs him that Zhang Lun is the disciple of the elder Fumomen. He is shocked. Qin Jun asks her, why did he participate in the Qianlong martial arts? She replies, it's because of the martial arts reward. And the disciples of the major sect won't surrender to participate in Qianlong martial arts, and Zhang Lun is considered a special one. And he is thinking he has already offended 3 major sects. He asks her which sect she is planning to join. She is fine with any as long as she can become stronger. He offers her to join his Guan Yu kingdom. He will help her become stronger. She has come out of the kingdom and doesn't want to join another kingdom. He tells her he will promote his kingdom to a dynasty within 50 years. System trigger a main task to develop his kingdom into a dynasty, and the reward is summoning an army of gods and demons. Failing the task, his cultivation will drop by 15 levels. He is shocked. He hasn't finished the first main task, but the system triggered the second one already. He has to brag less in the future. He asks the system about this army thing. We see the army of gods, army of demons, and also army of yin soldiers. The system gives him info about how the summoning army works, and he can also get 100,000 heavenly soldiers and generals. And if they are all summoned, he is ready to upgrade his kingdom to dynasty within 50 years. Some people come to attack them for the Dragon Ball. The people are ready to kill them and get the Dragon Ball. Qin Jun takes out his Gatling and starts to shoot them. They just came there to die again. Ixuan and his people comes there. He asks Qin Jun to help them. Wolves are chasing them for some reason. It's not just a wolf but a demon wolf. Qin Jun takes out his spear, which can now turn into a dragon. Then he went for the wolves hunting. Yuanbai also follows his highness. Qin Jun starts to kill the wolves, and his dragon is also killing them. Yunbai also comes and starts to kill the wolves. And the people are thinking that this year Qianlong martial arts, the stage is taken by Yunbai and Qin Jun. An hour later, they have finished it up cleaning the wolves. The beauty comes asking if he is okay. He is fine but wants her to wipe the blood off his face. She gets ready to do so. She starts to wipe off the blood on his face. The senior brother looks like he is angry at Qin Jun for stealing his girl. The dog notices that the aura of Yixuan is a bit weird. He informs Qin Jun that Yixuan has a demon pill on him. Yixuan thanks the third prince for helping them. The dog informs him that the demon pill and the demonic aura in his body is strong. Qin Jun is thinking they have to guard up against Yixuan. Qin Jun tells him the smell of the blood is too strong there. Let's move to another place. They also want to follow, but Qin Jun stops them since he already saved them. He doesn't want to protect them all the time. He asks the girl to come, but she wants to be on her own. Why would she, when you said you don't want to protect them all the time? They bid their farewell there. The three of them follow their younger sister. His brother asks him if he really wants to leave Miss Shu behind, but he has his plan. Now the three of them have followed Miss Shu. He will follow them now. 4 of them are resting, but few guys come to give them some trouble. They want that hot beauty. Yixuan notices that they are all in the Golden Core realm, and their leader is in the 6th layer of the Golden Core. He orders his men to kill them all and leave the lady to play with them. They attacks them and no one stand a chance against them. Yixuan uses his demonic aura and attacks them. Yixuan beat them all, and the next is the leader. The leader takes the lady as his hostage, but in a blink of an eye, Yixuan appears behind him and pierces the leader's chest. His junior brother asks him what is wrong with him. He is not their elder brother anymore, and their elder brother has never considered them as his brother but despised them for having talent. He gets ready to do the thing Yixuan was never able to do with Miss Shu, but she hears Qin Jun's voice saying, Yunbai, come on, kill him with your hammer. Yunbai throws his hammer, but the demon dodges it. Yunbai hammer attack hits the mountain and breaks it into pieces. Seeing the after effect, the demon gets scared of him now. Yunbai attacks him again, but he dodges the attack again. Qin Jun realizes that Yixuan breath is ridiculously strong. The dog tells him there's a demon soul inside his body and it will gradually devour Yixuan body. Now, Yunbai is getting angry because he is not landing any hits. Wings comes out of his back. Qin Jun is surprised, seeing Yunbai is going to awaken the true body of the golden winged mirrors. The demon realizes if he gets hit by that he will die for sure and tears up the space to escape, and he escaped. Yunbai doesn't get to use his attack. The system trigger a side quest to kill the demon in Yixuan body. He will level up 5 levels in a row and gets to summon demons and gods in a 2 random lucky draw. Yunbai asks him what's the matter. He replies, it's nothing, he just feels that he can still meet Yixuan. He scolded the lady for relying on herself and almost died. She takes the handkerchief saying, I will do it myself. Grabbing her hand, he tells her she will follow him now. They get ready to leave the place. One guy asks them to help him, but Bang gets shot in the head. Elder Phi is thinking how many players those 2 guys have eliminated. The demon appears in front of him and tears the space again to escape. Phi notices that it's a demon above the heavenly wonderland and gets ready to report this to the higher-ups. Next, people are mad because of Qin Jun and Yunbai. There might not be even 100 people this time in Qianlong martial arts. 1 week passed, and everyone gets out of the magic world. Phi tells them to register their name, then report to the Imperial capital. They are allowed to bring a servant to the Imperial capital. He is thinking who to bring with him. He registers his name and the system starts to count his experience points. He has gained 904,011 experience points, and he breaks through the 5th layer of the Golden Core realm. Next, people are asking Phi about their disciple Zhang Lun who was killed. He tells them many of the disciples were killed by a demonic contestant. Next, Qin Jun informs the old Immortal about the demon. He tells him to be cautious. When a demon merges with the host body, the host emotion also gets merged. And once the demon successfully occupies the host, its cultivation skyrocket. Before leaving, he tells the old man to discuss with other who wants to go with him to the capital. His guards comes and gives him the treasure he asked him to collect. He starts his cultivation by bathing in the treasure he brought. Daji brings another bowl. She pours it in the tub. The medical herbs are too powerful. He is feeling hot now. Daji asks him if he wants to know his rank in the list. He doesn't want it unless it's number 1. She tells him his rank is 673rd in the list. She notices something. 7 days later, his cultivation is finally over. He takes a look at his stats and he is now on the 7th floor of the Golden Core realm. A man comes and informs him it's time to go down for dinner. He greets everyone since they are meeting after a week. The guard informs him day after tomorrow is the day for him to set off for the Imperial capital. He gets a message and it's something very important. It's a message from Black and White. He tells everyone that he has something to do and then leaves. But 2 people are following him. When he reaches the forest area, they attack him, but they don't stand a chance against him. One guy jumps at him with a dagger, but his chest gets pierced through by black. Qin Jun thinks he's so cruel. Fortunately, he is one of his people. White has also finished up with the other, and they are there to inform about the demon. And the demon has already left the city. Black notices some strong people are coming there and tells his lord to come to the underworld with him. He is shocked he is going to the hell. They leave and the strong person comes there. He is mad to see his people has died. Next, they have come to the underworld and the system congratulates him for coming to the underworld for the first time and gets a reward to summon gods and demons. He starts his summon and its loyalty is 98. Next, a hot beauty ghost young king. Black introduces her to his highness and she is the daughter of the demonic cultivator. She tells him about her past story, how her father killed her mother and her after becoming a demonic cultivator. Qin Jun asks her if she can help him because her father hates him and wants to kill him. She gives him a talisman. If he finds her father, just tear it up and she will be there to help him. She tells him if he can help her kill her father, she will repay him. She thanks them and they thank her, and it's time for them to leave. Next, the dragon girl wants to go with her big brother. He tells her he is planning to take another person this time. Everyone is shocked to hear that. The system congratulates him for summoning the demon Sha Wu Jing from the journey to the west. He is shocked that he summoned Master Sha Wu Jing. Sha Wu Jing, a big strong guy, comes in and Yuanbai tries to stop him from approaching but gets surprised when he greets his highness. Qin Jun introduces him to all. Now they are ready to decide who should go with Qin Jun. Tai Bai, the old immortal, makes decision. Su Daj, Lai Bai and Sha Wu Jing to go with highness because Xiao Lai is from Dragon Clan. If she is discovered, it will cause them some problem. She is ready to stay back and will be waiting for her big brother to come back. Next, everyone is ready to enter the portal to the Imperial capital. Fai asks them to identify their identities before entering again. Qin Jun touches the ball and enters the portal. He has come to the Imperial capital of the Nanzhuo dynasty. Fai tells them not to go around and follow him. Qin Jun asks Sha Wujing about the powerhouses in the Imperial capital. He tells him there are only 2 heavenly realm cultivators. He is relieved there are only 2 and fortunately he has summoned Sha Wujing. And with all his powerful summons by his side, even if things go south, he can smoothly leave the Nanzhou dynasty. Fai brought them to an inn and tells them not to cause trouble or they will be dealt according to the law. He calls Qin Jun and Yuanbai to come with him. After some time, they are having tea, and he asks them to join his divine sword hall, but he rejects him again. But Fai keeps on pressuring him. He notices a phoenix. Old Immortal didn't expect a phoenix to be in the Nanzhou dynasty. Fai tells them the Imperial capital has its own beast, and that phoenix has a strength of 6th level of Celestial Wonderland. Qin Jun tells him to focus on that phoenix. It seems something big is going to happen. Next, Lai Mengjia, who is waiting for Lai Yuanbai, who killed his disciple. A guard informs him someone from Night Pavilion has come. A shadow-like creature. He tells him that Yuanbai is just a pawn. The real master behind him is Qin Jun. He tells him Qin Jun is going to be a big treat to them soon, so let's join hands and kill him. Mengjia gets ready to work together with him. Next, Lai Bai asks him about Fai Yushu invitation. He doesn't want to join them, and Fai leave after the phoenix appears. Is it really important to have a beast to advance a kingdom to a dynasty? Lai Bai tells him for a strong and prosperous dynasty, it should have luck. Luck refers to a person, fate, destiny. Tai Bai tells him not to think too far. Yes, his current goal is to win the competition. He is ready for the competition. While walking in the street, he notices a mermaid in cell. Mermaid that can make men happy as if they're in heaven. Daji stung him and tells him not to look. He notices some guys making trouble for a girl and she is Fenghua. The guy name is Luo Han. She tells him to apologizes to the one he bullied. But in the Imperial capital, no one dares to do anything to him. She tells him the Imperial capital is not the territory of the Divine Sword Hall. He gets ready to make her taste real joy. He hears someone saying, "Your Majesty is here." He kneels in front of His Majesty. Qin Jun tells him that His Majesty has left already and get up. The guy gets mad and tries to attack him. Yuanbai slaps him, sending him flying, and he even spit blood. Qin Jun greets her. They have finally met. She thanks him for his help. He asks her if she still remembers their deal. She asks if he has the ability to break into top 100. The guy wakes up and he is getting serious. Qin Jun notices that aura and thinks if he's also a demon cultivator. He tries to attack Qin Jun but gets his face smashed by the big hammer of Yuanbai. His guard shouts, "The prince is dead. Call the elder." Feng Wang tells him to run, but he doesn't want to. The 8th elder comes shouting, "Who killed my disciple?" and does the superhero landing. The guard shows him the killer. He gets ready to bury Qin Jun with his disciple. Yuanbai jumps at him. Their attacks collide. Qin Jun tells him how dare he act like that in front of him. But he is just seeking justice for his disciple. Qin Jun asks him if that guy who died is his illegitimate son. The elder gets mad. Qin Jun orders Yuanbai to abolish that man for him. Yuanbai jumps at him with his hammer. Boom boom, they start to fight. Feng Wang is surprised. He is so strong. Where did Qin Jun recruit him? Lai Bai asks Qin Jun if he needs his help, but Yuan Bai can take care of it. The guy thanks him for helping him. Lai Bai notices something and informs His Highness that man has the blood of divine beast. Qin Jun asks him to join him. Feng Wang stops him, saying he is the man of their sacred church. Qin Jun tells her if it wasn't for him, that man might have already died. That's why he should join him, so he will protect him. The man gets ready to join him, and Yuan Bai is beating the 8th elder. And the elder is like, who is this guy? Why is he so strong? Yuan Bai hits him with his hammer. The elder falls on the ground. A man comes and stops Yuan Bai. He is General Zhu Liang. The elder tells him they killed his disciple and now wants to kill him too. Everyone thinks Yuan Bai is finished now. General Zhu Liang is the 3rd most powerful man in the Imperial capital. Qin Jun asks the old man for Zhu Liang cultivation. He is in the 8th floor of Fairyland. Feng Wang is surprised that General is in Fairyland, and what's more surprising is the man behind Qin Jun who see through that General's cultivation. He must be stronger than the General. Where did Qin Jun find them? The General charged toward Yuan Bai. Yuan Bai swing his hammer, but the man appears behind him and hit Yuan Bai, sending him flying. Qin Jun never thought that General to be so strong. Maybe he can kill Yuan Bai. Sha Wujing asks if he need his help, but Yuan Bai can support himself. The elder shows him the man who ordered Yuan Bai to kill his disciple. Qin Jun tells him his disciple was bullying people, and when he tried to stop him, his disciple tried to kill him. He was just defending himself, just because he doesn't have the backing of the Divine Sword Hall. Now the 8th elder is trying to bully him. The elder tells the general that he is bullshitting. Everyone gets shocked after hearing their verbal fight. Yuan Bai gets up, and this time he is going to fight for real. Yuan Bai charged toward him. Their weapon collides. General gets hit and he went flying in one of the houses. Then he attacks the 8th elder, sending him flying in one of the houses too. Feng Wang tells him to run away. If this continue, it will cause a big problem for him. He is ready. He asks Wu Jing to bring Yuan Bai. The general gets up and he is ready to give Yuan Bai a good fight. He jumps and attacks Yuan Bai. Their weapon collides, but now Yuan Bai is at disadvantage. But Sha Wujing blocks the attack. General gets shocked to see such a strong man. He can't move at all. General tries to attack him but gets sent flying by Wu Jing. They come back to their highness. The elder asks someone if he is just going to watch the show. He is the master of Kang Yun's sect, Ao Wujian. Elder asks him to join hand and fight together, but he doesn't want to. Qin Jun gets ready to leave, but he stops him. Qin Jun asks if he wants to capture him and torture him. Ao asks him why is he leaving and doesn't want to participate in the martial art competition. He tells him if he doesn't cause trouble anymore, his Kang Yun is ready to help him. The old Immortal tells him to agree. The Qianlong martial arts will be a great help for him. They can't miss it. Qin Jun asks him if he also wants to accept him as his disciple. But he doesn't. He is no match for the guy behind him. Qin Jun is thinking that Ao has a bad attitude towards other, but he is friendly towards him. He is ready to go with him. General leave, warning Ao Wujian. They all notices something. Sha Wujing tells him someone is spying on them. The palace has noticed them. So it was the divine perception of the Emperor Southern Jew. System trigger the mission. The Emperor is hostile towards the host and will send his men to attack and kill the host within next 5 days. If the host holds his hand for 5 days, the mission will be complete and the host is not allowed to leave the Imperial capital within 5 days. Reward 200,000 X points. He doesn't care now. Let the Emperor do whatever he can. He asks the guy how many disciples do they have in their White Tiger Gate sect. They only have 19 disciples. Qin Jun thinks it's too little, but old Immortal tells him it doesn't matter. Their Highness will bring back their sect glory back. But someone is not happy with Qin Jun's decision. Since it's getting late, now they need to rest. The news has spread about Qin Jun and his strong men. Qin Jun is doing his cultivation. System notifies. Completing side mission 1 in the Nanju Qianlong Club will give you 200,000 X points, a chance to summon gods and demons, and a random lottery draw, and congratulates him on breaking through the 8th layer of the Golden Core Realm. He starts his random draw and gets a true fire samadhi. He is happy to get such an amazing reward. He uses his fire and a catastrophe falls on the house. Lie by and the guy gets blown away. They are surprised to see their lord has caused such a catastrophe again. People are shocked to see such a catastrophe, and it's coming from Qin Jun's side. The two ladies have also come there. Sha Wujing uses his power to stop the lightning, but it seems like his power also doesn't work against the catastrophe. Fai has also come and was surprised to see such a strong supernatural power. Qin Jun is kinda struggling right now. Finally, it's done. The true power of Samadhi. Now he can breathe fire from his mouth, nose, and eyes. He is surprised to see the destruction his fire has caused. His summons are surprised to see such a strange kind of flame. System congratulates him for comprehending the true fire of Samadhi. Yuan Bai is curious and touches the fire. His finger caught on fire. Qin Jun put out the fire, thinking this single-cell organism really dared to touch anything. They all congratulate their lord for achieving supreme supernatural power. He notices Phi is also there, but now he is leaving. Seeing the opportunity that his house is burned down, he asks Daji if he can stay with her tonight. Daji gets ready and she will let her concubine to serve his highness. He is excited to sleep with Daji and maybe he can make love with her too. He starts his summon. A strong-looking figure appears. His loyalty is 92 and he's on his way. It's done now. It's time to get. Daji presses him with her melons and asks him to look into her eyes. Qin Jun realizes something he can't move. She tells him he is too weak and if he wants to get her, he has to be stronger than her. He tells her to remember her words. But as a reward, she gives him a kiss and tells him to practice hard. She leaves and he is thinking that he will be the one to get her soon. Next day, a brinjal hair guy comes and Yunbai tries to stop him. Qin Jun wakes up, saying Jiao from folklore has arrived. His cultivation is Jindan Real or Golden Core Realm 9th layer. He greets his highness. He is shocked that his summon is just 1 layer higher than him. He notices his holy Kai is demagoguery. And now he remembers, at the end of the Eastern Han Dynasty, this guy raised Eek Guy. Qin Jun tells him sometimes, this world doesn't rely entirely on fists. Yunbai has heard about the brinjal hair guy before and he actually has a childish heart. Zhang Jiao has also heard about Yunbai. Qin Jun tells him he will introduce him to others. After a while, he greets everyone and they are also happy to have another member in their party. Someone announced to gather all the cultivators at the palace peak. He is ready to go and participate in the martial arts. Next, below the palace peak, they have all gathered there. The phantom of the emperor appears, and Qin Jun, who is thinking that's the guy who sent people to hunt and kill him, he is indeed strong. The emperor is there to announce the rules of the martial arts. There will be 3 rounds. The first round, the second round to determine the top 1,000 and the third round to determine top 10. The top 10 can be selected to practice in the Yulin for 1 month and the top 100 can be rewarded with different gradients of the spirit stones, skills and magic stones and choose to join any of the 7 sects. The top 10 can be selected to tail a bath in Lake Kai for cultivation. Li Bai asks his master if he can beat the emperor. He tells him the emperor is not the strongest in the Nanju dynasty. There is still an old guy hiding on the palace peak. Zhang Jiao tells them he will leave first to prepare for his highness. Li Bai asks him why did he let him go. What if he runs away? Old man tells him not to look at his low cultivation. He has his own unique skills. The emperor tells them the first round rules and it's to sit cross-legged and absorb the dragon vein aura. Qin Jun, who is thinking that the old emperor is totally targeting him. The first round begins. He points Yunbai a place to gather the Kai and don't hold back. He kicks the guy who was sitting there and starts to absorb the Kai. Everyone gets shocked to see a big wave of energy appearing there. People are shocked to see the absorbing speed of Qin Jun and Yunbai. His purple lightning has a break through the 4th level, 1,000 thunderstorms. The system congratulates the host for gaining a trace of Dragon Kai. He has confused a Dragon Kai. The system gives him some information about the Dragon Kai. If the dragon spirit can be shaped, it can deter evil spirits and overwhelm all living beings. Now, he has to work hard as a man who will become an emperor. He doesn't want to lose his dragon spirit. Everyone runs from the side of Yunbai thinking the way he is absorbing will kill them for sure and runs to Qin Jun's side thinking that Yunbai will not come. Since they can't advance, they will not let Qin Jun too, and starts to charge toward him. Yunbai jumps at them, destroying them because the time of the first round is up. Qin Jun is happy that his purple lightning technique has broken through 2 layers in a row. Those who have passed the emperor informs them to enter the palace peak. Everyone starts to fly up the peak, and his summons are thinking this may be the assassin's attempt on their highness. The skeleton head's Achaia Sha Wujing tells them if it an assassin attempt, he will rush to his highness. Inside the palace, the emperor and 3 masters. Ao asks Qin Jun to come to him. The man next to him thinks why is he still trying to protect Qin Jun? But Qin Jun is not stupid enough to go there. The door behind them closed. Qin Jun was already expecting this. He gets ready to take out his bell. A shadow-like creature attacks him but Yunbai smashes it. A big blast boom, the creature escapes from there. The emperor's people gets ready to attack them. Qin Jun realizes, so they are playing like this, making him look like an assassin who has come to kill the emperor. The man yells at him and orders the guards to kill the assassin. The traitor, Qin Jun, tells them if their dynasty has the strength then come and do it. Ao asks the emperor if he is really doing this. The emperor has made up his mind to kill Qin Jun. Ao tells him not to regret of his decision in the future. The emperor orders his man to kill Qin Jun. Everyone charges toward Qin Jun. Yunbai roars like a lion. They notices it's the voice of Yunbai. His highness is in danger. They all flies to the peak. They all tries to break the golden divine light barrier. Wu Jing uses his all might to break the barrier, and guards are scared that the barrier is going to break any moment. And the barrier breaks. The guards charge to fight with them. A big beast appears behind Qin Jun and he pulls out his bell. The general orders his guards to stop him and Fi realizes something the night of the disaster of Subhelm. People heard the sound of a ghost crying, could it be? He rings his bell, black and white appears, and Jun orders them to kill the emperor. They jump at the emperor, but the emperor is not that weak. He uses some kind of explosive attack and sends them both flying. A dragon appears behind him too. The big beast bird attacked the emperor, and the emperor uses his dragon to block it. Dragon and the bird collide and boom, a big blast. In between the commotion, a guy tries to attack Qin Jun, but Black grabs him with his chain of Ghost Rider. Wu Jing also comes in the scene. Qin Jun tells him to put the emperor face on the ground and rub it for him, so that not even his parents can recognize him. He charges toward the emperor. The emperor realizes that man is dangerous and tries to escape from the palace, but Wu Jing tag on his tail. Bai Bai has finished up a few guards. Old Immortal and Daji is also beating some of the guards like a cat playing with a mouse. Ao tells him it's the perfect time for him to run away. Qin Jun tells him if he runs away now, wouldn't he be losing face? He tells Black and White to F them off for him and leave them alive so he can have the final kill. He tells the two ladies to leave first. One guy tries to sneak attack him. He uses his fire breath to burn them down. A big hand tries to smash Qin Jun, but the old Immortal stops the hand. He is the Grand Elder of the Excalibur Hall. Simon Jai tries to attack with all his might, but with the swing of the Immortal little brush, he went flying, breaking the roof and blasting on the mountain. Old man asks His Highness, shall we leave? But he want to finish up the Emperor before leaving. They all follow him to go and kill the Emperor, and with them by his side they will turn the Nanju dynasty upside down. Wait, this man isn't death yet. He orders his men to stop Qin Jun. Black stops him and White is also swinging her weapon and stopping the guards. Qin Jun notices some people following them. He takes out his no Gatling and showers them with the bullets, but they use some kind of shield that blocks the bullet. Bai Bai uses his sword technique and attacks them. The sword moves like a snake and hit its target. Qin Jun is surprised that the Divine Sword Hall still has many elders. The old man tells him the Sword Divine Hall is extremely powerful. He tells him that for other people it will be impossible to break in because of the formation in the Imperial capital. Qin Jun is thinking it may be difficult to leave the Imperial palace, but he doesn't care about it. He will kill the Emperor. Oh yeah, he remembers about the dog. Old man tells him he has sent him to look for the Yulei Pond. Qin Jun asks why is it so important. Old man tells him it's very important, especially for cultivators who cultivate their body. The fight between Wu Jing and Emperor has come to an end and it's Wu Jing wins. Qin Jun asks him to bring the Emperor to him. He will kill him. Qin Jun takes out a spear and stabs the Emperor. All of a sudden a big hand appears behind them again. Wu Jing stops the hand and he is the first emperor of the Nanjuo, Beigongzu. Old Immortal is surprised that the former emperor is still alive. Wu Jing and the old emperor start to fight. The emperor grabs the spear and tries to use some kind of technique. Two of them get scared and Qin Jun is confused what's going on. System notifies. Dragon Kai detect. Initialized absorption. He starts to absorb the Kai and all that remain of the emperor is his skinny bones. He receives 1,920,000 X points and break through the mortal realm. The system congratulates him for breaking through the third level of the mortal realm and even reward with a chance to summon the demon army. It triggers the main mission to kill 100 emperors and the reward will be increased in 4 level. A chance to summon the Pants Demon, a random lottery, pass on skill and a chance to summon the Demon Legion. He is happy he hit the jackpot. Daji asks what's the matter. He replies I just broke through again. Old man is surprised that he broke through the third level of the mortal transformation realm. He tells them the emperor was trying to plot against him but he ended up absorbing the dragon's Kai. But the battle is not over yet. Old emperor realizes that Wu Jing is stronger than him. He have to retreat. He takes out something. Wu Jing charges toward him. Qin Jun tells him the old emperor is trying to escape. Next, Wu Jing comes back and informs Jun that the old emperor escaped by using some kind of space scroll. Qin Jun tells him to forget about him. The dog comes and informs them that he lay pawned from the beginning. The shadow creature thinks he should report to his master about it. They have arrived at the Yulei pond that is inside the cave, and the pond is full of the thunderbolt. Tai Bai tells him to jump in the pond. He is kinda scared now after seeing the pond. Daji tells him he has to endure hardship to become a master. After that he jumps into the pond. Old man tells him don't forget to use the techniques. He tells the other one must stay to guard His Highness and the rest to guard outside and who is going to bring the monk and Xiao Lai. Daji gets ready to guard their highness. Bai Bai and Yuan Bai gets ready to go and bring the monk and Xiao Lai. The news has spread that Emperor Liu was killed and the former emperor was also almost get killed. The reputation of Qin Jun and others has also spread completely. And in the name of Overlord, it has become more and more famous. After 10 days, Xiao Lai is amazed by the speed of cultivation of her brother, and Daji thinks he should wake up soon. System notifies him with the opportunity to summon gods and demons once a month. He starts his summon and a figure appears. His loyalty is 92. He starts his random draw and system congratulates him on drawing the breath talisman that can hide the host's breath and body size. Now he is thinking to find a time and summon the army of gods and demons. Outside the cave, the old emperor has come back again, and this time he brought a long sword with him. Wu Jing charged toward him, and their weapon collides. Wu Jing gets sent flying and slams on the mountain. Daji informs Qin Jun that the old emperor has returned. He gets ready to go out and take a look. Old man informs him that the old emperor has some kind of magic weapon that can fight Sha Wu Jing evenly. Qin Jun tells him if Wu Jing lost, they are all as good as dead. But even with his magic weapon, he is still no match for Wu Jing. Qin Jun notices something in the clouds, and there seem to be a pair of eye in the thundercloud. The fight between the old emperor and Wu Jing still going on, and the old emperor is shocked. How is he still so strong? Wu Jing uses his some kind of powerful attack. Old emperor attacks him with his magic sword slice. Wu Jing also attacks him. Old emperor asks Senior Gu to save him. The black aura attacks Wu Jing. He gets seriously injured. Qin Jun and the old man are shocked because if Wu Jing gets defeated, their dead is just near the corner. Black tells him that he can take his highness to underground to take refuge. Qin Jun asks him, how many people can he take down there? He can only take one person. The eye in the cloud looks straight at him. Old emperor thank him for his help. The eye asks Qin Jun, he can control so many powerful people. Is there a big force behind you? He tells him it's none of your business. Yuan Bai tells him not to be afraid if anyone tries to kill his highness. They have to go through him first. Xiao Lai and other are ready to fight with him till the end. Wu Jing is not dead yet. They still have hope. Old Emperor grabs him with his aura, bind him with a chain of spells, and asks him to be his pet or die. Qin Jun tells the Wu Jing and Tai Bai to help the dog. They jumps toward the eyes. The eyes attacks them with his hand, sending them flying to another mountain. It tries to attack Qin Jun. The system notifies his summon has arrived. Red Boy Pie from the journey burns the eyes with his fire. Old Emperor is shocked to see another strong character again. The eye has come into its real form and attacks Red Boy. He uses his black fire and attacks Red Boy, but the fire didn't do any damage to him. Now, it's time for his dragon breath. His fire is super strong that burns the eye into crisp. They shocked to see eyes turn as just a child tries to divert his attention, while finding his chance to use the space scroll, but gets stabbed on his back. Bro, your enemy was there and you were showing your back to Highness. Yes, you were. But next time you came late like this again, I'll spank your ass. Qin Jun introduces him to others and starts his summoning the army of gods and demons. System congratulates him for summoning the White Robe Legion. Undefeated army. He asks what he wants. He just wants to make a deal with him to get rid of some big families and other sects and help him become an emperor. And in return, when Qin Jun becomes a king, the Nanzhou dynasty will be under him. Qin Jun is thinking, now there is no emperor there. Why not he becomes an emperor of the Nanzhou dynasty? Old man tells him if a non-native of the empire inherits the throne, the luck will limit his cultivation. This luck thing again, even Qin Jun doesn't know how it's work. He is ready to help and hope that Ao will not betray him. He doesn't dare. Red Boy tells him there's a magic weapon there and if Qin Jun wants it, Ao tell him it's an important weapon of Nanzhou dynasty. Qin Jun tells him he has already given the throne, don't be too greedy. He is thinking, it's an important weapon of the empire, but he can't beat Qin Jun. Just let him take it. Qin Jun tells him to bring it. He brings it to Qin Jun. Old man gets surprised to see it's a magic weapon of luck. Red Boy tells him that magic weapon is kinda hot. Ao is surprised. When the Luo Emperor invited him to see that weapon, he didn't even dare to approach it within a radius of 10 feet. But this kid, is it just hot? Qin Jun is thinking if that thing even shrink. Old man tells him the old emperor is dead. The weapon doesn't have any owner, so he just have to drop his blood to make it his. Qin Jun drops his blood and it starts to shrink. Next, they starts to attack the other big families and sects. Qin Jun with his party destroy the elders of Divine Sword Hall and Xingxiu Gate at a very fast speed. The name of Overlord has completely become famous in the Nanzhou dynasty and the affiliated countries. Next, Fai is asking Qin Jun to kill him, but Qin Jun leave him alive. He thanks him for not killing him. Smoky City, people are only talking about Qin Jun the Overlord. When he arrives, Hair greets him with few soldiers that he brought along. Qin Jun praises him for his hard work. He tells him getting 200,000 soldiers, it will take some time. Qin Jun tells him it's alright and let's go back to the hotel and wait for them. In the hotel, his guard greets and welcomes him back. He informs Qin Jun that their Guan Yu kingdom is under attack. Old man is surprised that there are still people dare to go against his highness, even after knowing his highness' reputation. Qin Jun tells them to take rest for 2 days, then they will begin their journey. Next, the Eye Guy primordial spirit has escaped in time otherwise, but he'll get his revenge after his injuries heals. Thank you for watching, just kidding. 2 days later, monsters are attacking the gate and the soldiers are defending it. and peoples are on the monster. That means the monsters are their pets. They are the Abyss sect people, with their leader Lin Fengchu. A man comes and informs him that Qin Jun has returned back. He is thinking it would be bad if Qin Jun intervene. They must capture the Bronze Gate and mustn't delay the mission given by their master. A man attacked them with a big hand. It's Mr. Zhu Gui. He asks the man riding the bird, why are they attacking the Bronze Gate? Since the emperor of the Nanju is dead, the empire has lost its fang, and they are from the Abyss sect. Mr. Zhu gets shocked. Why did Abyss attack the Bronze Gate? He doesn't need to know. Today is his death day. They starts to fight, and our man with his team has also arrived. Qin Jun is thinking the bronze barrier encountered a beast hide again, but the old man tells him there are people riding those beasts. They asks if he wants to make a move, but Qin Jun hears a sound of trumpet. The White Robe army has entered the scene. The beast didn't stand a chance against them. With their handsome general leading the army, victory is just around the corner. Enemies are shocked, notifies and gives him some information about the White Robe army. And if the White Robed army is not defeated, the army soul will not disperse. Mr. Zhu is losing his fight against Mr. Lin. Qin Jun tells them, whoever wants to go, help him and make sure he is alive. Two brats jumps into the battlefield. Qin Jun notices there's a big gorilla in the battlefield. The gorilla attacks the army and starts to smash them. Gorilla smash. Qin Jun asks Lai Bai to help the army below. Lai Bai defeats the gorilla easily. And General is thinking, the strong man under his highness really lived up to their reputation. He leads his army inside the gate. The door opens and they gets inside. Guards quickly close the door. Qin Jun comes inside, and they are all lined up perfectly to show their highness. Old man tells him to win the general. There are not many troops that can create an army soul. The general comes and greet him, and he has brought his army to pay homage to his highness. Qin Jun tells him he was looking forward for their meeting. Old man is surprised that his highness has already subdued the army. Qin Jun tells him he still have 200,000 troops and asks him to train them. He is ready to do the job. The two boys also comes with Mr. Lin. Pointing his spear, Qin Jun asks who is he. The old monk notices the sign behind his back and informs his highness that he is from the Abyss sect. Mr. Zhu also tells him it's not good to provoke the Abyss sect. And Mr. Lin is like, yeah, you should be afraid of Abyss sect. Qin Jun gets ready to kill him. Mr. Zhu tries to stop him. Qin Jun asks the monk about the Abyss sect. The monk tells him, unlike Orthodox sect, demonic sects are different and Abyss sect is a powerful sect. Qin Jun wasn't expecting the Abyss sect to be so powerful. Mr. Zhu asks him to help them repel the beast tide. And all the soldiers kneel and begged him for his help. System creates a faction task. If he repel the Abyss sect's beast tide, he will join the Orthodox side and the reward will be raised in one level and to summon the chance merge. He has made up his mind and stabs Mr. Lin. He tries to attack Qin Jun with his black flame, but Red Boy burn him with his fire. Other people riding the birds gets ready. System notifies, mission complete, and gained one level and the ability to summon the chance to merge. And he receives favorable bonus in the Orthodox path and unfavorable in the demonic path. He breaks through the fourth layer of the mortal transformation realm. The system gives him some info with the summoning chance and fusion ability. The host can accumulate summoning chances, making the summon gods and demons and legions stronger. He understood, if he combines 5 chances to summon gods and demons, he will be able to summon powerhouse greater than the actual Fairland. Qin Jun gets ready to go back. Mr. Zhu stops him. He asks if Mr. Zhu has changed his mind. No, he wants to inform his guards that he intend to follow his highness, who is with him. Qin Jun tells them if they don't want to, they don't have to follow him, but they are ready. Old man tells him that the soldiers of Nanju dynasty is different than the kingdom, so let them bring their families with them, so that we are not afraid that they will rebel. He tells Mr. Zhu to take care of other matters and they will leave in 2 days. 2 days later, the soldiers are marching. In the life locomotive, Zai Lai is massaging Qin Jun and Daji is not happy with it. The guard tells him there's a cliff in front of the Blue Kingdom. He calls Yunbai and tells him to smash the cliff barrier. He tells the general, when they attack the cliff pass, the rebels will be shot and killed and those who disarm and surrender can be spared. He leads his soldiers to the battlefield. The guards on the other side are confused to see if it's a beast wave or something else. Yunbai jumps and smashes the wall and its gate. The general tells his soldiers that this is the first battle that the White Robe Army for their highness, they must do their best. They storm inside the gate. People are running trying to save their life. Half-stick incense, they have captured the cliff. General tells them, from today onwards, Fallen Cliff will be owned by the Overlord. Whoever refuses will be killed. People are like, if it's the Overlord, the Blue Kingdom is over. He asks them who is going to guard the cliff barrier. Brinjal gets ready to guard it. He asks for a golden core general and 5,000 soldiers. Qin Jun trusted him with the cliff barrier. Then, he continues his journey to occupy the Blue Kingdom. In the Blue Kingdom, the king is angry and shocked how is Qin Jun moving so fast. Some of them suggest him to ask help from Emperor Kyan. He asks someone to send letter to the Emperor Kyan. His son tells him if it doesn't work, they will take out that thing and with it they will surely defeat Win Jun. His father agrees with him. For 10 days in a row, Qin Jun captured more than a dozen cities and was getting closer and closer to the capital of the Blue Kingdom. People in the Blue Kingdom were in panic. Next, the guard tells him they will reach the capital in half a day at most. He notices something. The dog asks him what's the matter. He all of a sudden lost the contact with the Kangjin wolf. The wolf that he subdued was not allowed to enter the Nanju dynasty, so he let him roam for a while. He could sense it just now, but now the sense has been cut off. The dog tells him only a stronger presence can forcibly tear the soul contract between him and the wolf. He asks to let him know if there is any picture before he lost contact with the wolf. Qin Jun focuses and he saw a big bull. He is shocked. That thing is a bull demon king. He asks the system, has the bull demon king descended to this world? Next, Qin Jun is confused. If it's because of him the bull demon king is summoned, then why hasn't it come and submitted to him? The system tells him that his level is lower than the bull king, that's why. Next, they arrived at the Blue Kingdom, and soon that land will belong to him. All three of the boys ask for his permission. They all want to fight. He tells Lai Bai to go. If he let the other two to go, they will completely destroy the city. Lai Bai is happy that he got to unsheath his Kinglian sword. In the Blue King's capital, they are worried that the day has finally come. Lai Bai comes there with his swords and attacks the shield. The guards use more of their energy to harden the shield, but it was no use. They all die pierced by Lai Bai's swords. Lai Bai tells them to surrender or die. Father tells his son to make a sacrifice to the ancient soul. He removes the cloth from the thing he was carrying, bites his own hand, and uses that blood on that artifact, and calls out the ancient soul. Lai Bai notices that thing in his hand. It looks very evil. Old Immortal is surprised to see such an evil thing in the Blue Kingdom. The personal guard tells them about the history of the Blue Kingdom. Legend has it that the Blue Kingdom was the capital of a demon king's kingdom. Old Immortal also thinks that the legend may be true. The aura coming out of the palace is very old and extremely powerful. Lai Bai is attacking that artifact, but it absorbed his sword. A voice comes out from it, asking who woke me up. Lai Bai is shocked to see the magic Kai, and it looks bad. All summons notice something. Qin Jun asks what's wrong. Then he also notices something. 4 of them rush in that direction. The guards notice the Overlord and shoot an arrow at him, but they got destroyed by the 2 boys. Qin Jun is shocked to see such a thing, and it's shouting that the Holy Court never dies. The prince orders the Ancient Soul to kill Qin Jun. Next, the Ancient Soul attacks the prince. The prince meets his end at the hands of the thing he summoned. The demon dog thinks that the evil thing may really come from the ancient demonic dynasty that existed a long time ago as Jiazun. Qin Jun asks the red boy if he can beat that thing. The red boy is also having his doubt. The Ancient Soul takes a form and is confused. Where did he come from and who is he? But he notices the Wheel of Fate on Qin Jun. Qin Jun is confused. Like, what is this Wheel of Fate? Yuan Bai comes and attacks the Ancient Soul, but instead gets attacked, which sent him flying. Red Boy attacks him, but his attack also didn't do any damage. Then he uses his Samadhi fire, but nothing happens. He tells the Red Boy that he is not his opponent. Red Boy blocked when did he got there. They all comes to protect their highness. Putting his hand on Qin Jun, he tells them to stop. They all stop. The Ancient Soul thinks that it's funny that the Wheel of Fate has merged with Qin Jun. Qin Jun is confused. What's this Wheel of Fate? The Ancient Soul also doesn't know what this Wheel of Fate is, but he can feel that it is related to him. Then he vanished again, saying good luck and they will meet again. They ask if he is all right. He is fine. Qin Jun is relieved that the Ancient Soul just leave like that and spared him. With his current strength, it's best for him not to fight with that thing. He thinks he has to be more cautious in the future and can't underestimate any kingdom. The Emperor begs him to spare his life. But bang bang, no, it's stab stab. He receives 998 experience points and complete 2% of the main task. Next, the personal guard informs him that the Black Dragon Kingdom and the Wookiee Kingdom joined forces to attack the Guan Yu Kingdom. Qin Jun tells him to inform Chen Qingjai to lead the White Robe Army and go to Yuguan City to support Meiyu against the Black Dragon Kingdom. Half an hour later, they are having a meeting about who is going to stay in the Blue Kingdom. The 2 ladies are not going to stay. They will always follow him. Brinjal Hair and the old monk gets ready to stay behind. He tells others to rest for today. Tomorrow they will set off for the Guan Yu Kingdom. Next day, he is having the time of his life, sleeping in a lap of such beauty. He heard that the kingdom of the Pujin dynasty need divine beasts, and asks if Daji and Xiao Lai are one. They are not. They are just monster kings. Only monsters who have been baptized by the fate of heaven and earth can become a divine beast. The guard informs him that there's a news of divine beast in the Black Dragon Kingdom. He gets ready to split into 2 groups and go to the Black Dragon Kingdom. The guard tells him the news can just be a rumor. Well, if it's a rumor, then he will kill the new emperor and come back. He had killed their old emperor before. He will kill this new one too. The Black Dragon Kingdom people will elect a new emperor, and he will kill him too. Like that, his main task will complete soon. Old Immortal, Yuan Bai, and Mr. Zhu will be staying back to stabilize the Guan Yu kingdom, and the rest will go with him to the Black Dragon Kingdom. They arrived at the Black Dragon Kingdom. He hears someone talking about him. A guy named Jiang Ming is telling other people how he met the overlord Qin Jun in the martial art test, and how they became sworn brothers. Qin Jun is shocked, like who the hell is his brother? He gets ready to beat the shit out of him. Then he hears something again. It's a quest to give any info about the divine beast, and the reward, they can become an official and noble. He gets ready to go to the Fate Pavilion to gather some info about the divine beast. Next, in the Fate Pavilion, the man asks what info they want. Then he gets shocked to see the overlord Qin Jun. He welcomes Qin Jun, and Qin Jun is surprised how did he recognize him. The pavilion diligently drew his face realistically so all the members will know him. Then he notices the 4 powerhouses and thinks if he is here to destroy the kingdom again. But he is only there for the latest info about the beasts of the Black Dragon Kingdom. The 4th floor of the Fate Pavilion. The big guy asks if his lord wants him to kill the emperor, then return and accompany him in finding the beast. No, Qin Jun will kill him personally. After all, that guy is the emperor of the country. Qin Jun have to treat him about the emperor like that. The red boy tells him to shut up or he will slap him to death. The man gets very mad. The staff of the pavilion tries to calm him down. His name is Senior Guo. He tells them to throw Qin Jun and his people out. The staff tells him they are all guests, so don't make it difficult for the pavilion. He looks at Qin Jun and warns him to be careful and so that he doesn't suffer in the future. Qin Jun asks Wu Jing the big guy to slap that man and throw him out. Wu Jing slaps him and sent him outside of the pavilion. Next, they give him every information they have about the divine beasts. Qin Jun buy all of it from them, and they apologizes for what happened earlier. The system triggers a mission to conquer the Fate Pavilion in the entire southern region, and the reward is 2 chances to summon gods and demons, 1 to summon an army of gods and demons, 1 chance to draw a random lottery, and 1 to transfer skill. He is surprised to see such good rewards. They leave from there. Next, in an inn, Daji is going through the info of the divine beasts, and the information is about the routes the divine beast took. Daji is surprised he is so smart. The beast was last seen in the next day. The red boy is asking why his face is red. Qin Jun tells him he was training last night and something went wrong. Qin Jun is mad his woman doesn't even know how to be gentle. They arrive at the Flowing Fire Mountain. Wu Jing uses his divine scanning to scan the area. A monster is chasing 2 guys. He scans all the area but he couldn't find the divine beast. They come down to check the place more thoroughly. A big commotion happens in the mountain. A guy is fighting with a 2-headed lion. Qin Jun asks Wu Jin about the level of the man and the lion. The lion is at the peak of 9th on the mortal realm, and the man is at the 5th level of the void realm. The man finally manages to kill the lion. He comes near the waterfall. Qin Jun has also come there since he was following that man. Wu Jin uses his divine eye and finds there really is a monster, but he is not sure if it's really a divine beast. The man gets sent out of the water. Wu Jing notices that there is an egg under the water. Qin Jun asks when will it hatch, and Wu Jin thinks maybe in 5 days. The man informs other cultivators about the divine beast egg. Qin Jun is surprised that the man is really smart. He informed other cultivators about the egg so they will get rid of the guardian. He gets ready to take a rest and wait till the egg hatch. After the news about the divine egg break out, more forces sent their cultivators there. And the news also reaches the royal family of the Black Dragon Kingdom. Next, in the Black Dragon Kingdom Palace, a guard is informing that their million armies got destroyed by an army of merely 7,000 warriors dressed in white robes when they were attacking the Dry Moon Kingdom. Dry Moon Kingdom is Guan Yu Kingdom. The name has changed. The emperor gives them the order to continue to gather armies and destroy General Guan Yu and the White Robe Army. Another one informs him about the divine beast egg, and one of the generals gets ready to go and retrieve it. Next, Wu Jin noticed that the egg is about to hatch. The general comes and orders the cultivators to leave from there as soon as possible, or he will kill them all. The lion killer comes saying it won't be that easy. Qin Jun is enjoying the show, and the 2 of them started to fight. Wu Jin notices that the lion killer has a demonic aura. Daji thinks that man could be from the Abyss sect. The red boy tells him not to be scared, he is there. The fake sworn brother is also there. A black shadow appears under the water. The general falls into its mouth. It's the guardian monster of the divine beast egg. Wu Jin thinks the monster wants to eat the egg to evolve. Qin Jun is surprised demon eating a divine beast, is it even possible? Daji informs him it's possible. Dragon girl tells him to look at the lake. The divine beast egg is hatching. The red boy gets ready to go and bring the egg for his master. Qin Jun tells his fake brother to acquire the beast or he doesn't deserve to be Qin Jun's brother. The fake brother tells him not to think that his relationship with Qin Jun is fake. It's 100% true. The egg starts to hatch. The divine beast is about to be born. People are attacking the monster. Lion killer is also attacking it. Qin Jun notices a few guys in the sky. Wu Jin notices they are from the Abyss sect. Qin Jun asks about their level, and Wu Jin tells him the strongest one is at the 9th level of the Immortal realm. Now, he is thinking it will be difficult for him to get the divine beast. Something grabs the monster in the water. It's the Abyss sect people. The egg starts to hatch, and the lion killer and the Abyss sect people rush to it. Wu Jin asks if his lord wants him to take action. Qin Jun tells him to take it easy. Dragon Girl senses her dragon clan's blood in that divine beast. The egg finally hatches, and a little girl with a body of a snake, or what is it, a dragon body. She comes out of the egg. Qin Jun notices it's a candle dragon. He had researched about the mythical beasts in his previous life, and the candle dragon left a deep impression on him. The beast has a human face, a snake body, and a red body on that. It doesn't sleep, eat, or rest. It illuminates the 9 yins and is known as the candle dragon, and he is going to make it his. He calls the beast, saying her father is here. The Abyss guy gets mad at him and orders his people to kill Qin Jun. They come straight at him. He throws some grenades at them, and boom boom, he receives some good exp from them. The lion killer notices Qin Jun looks familiar. He takes out his phone, and it really is Qin Jun. The little girl goes to her father. The Abyss guy gets ready to capture the little girl. Qin Jun calls his red boy to come out and kill that Abyss guy, who is trying to touch his divine beast. Everyone gets shocked after hearing the red boy, so he is Qin Jun. Qin Jun gives that guy 3 breath time to leave. He starts to count, but the guy is not leaving. He orders the red boy to beat that person until he's disabled, and leaves a sign of relief for him to commit suicide himself. Red boy stabs him with his spear. The guy's soul leaves the body and tries to escape from there, since he is no match for the red boy. But not so fast. Red boy grabs his soul and give him to his master to finish him. Qin Jun uses his fire of samadhi and burn him to death. He gets a large amount of exp from that guy and breaks through to the 5th level of the mortal realm. The little girl comes to him. People are shocked he is really Qin Jun. Fake brother is scared Qin Jun might settle accounts with him for lying. Daji tells him to be careful, and Qin Jun tells her the little girl will not hurt him. He gives the little girl a name, and it's the candle dragon. Little girl bites his hand. Wu Jin is shocked, and Daji seems to be mad. She forms a soul contract with him. The system congratulates him for taming the first lucky beast and gets a chance to summon a god and demon. The system shows him the info about the candle dragon, and he is surprised the info is so little. That is because the candle dragon was not summoned by the system, and it recently hatched, so the system doesn't have much info about her. They get ready to leave. He asks his sworn brother why can't he remember him when they are brothers. He leaves, saying to go back and practice another 500 years to become his brother. People are mad at Jiangming. He was fooling all of them with his lies. He spits blood and dies on the spot. Well, he didn't die, just passed out. 2 days later, he is on his way to kill the emperor. People are protesting because of his majesty recklessness. Qin Jun has come to get his revenge. Wu Jin uses his power to make them move aside and make a way for his lord. The guards stop him and asks him who is he. He is the overlord Qin Jun, and he is there to take their emperor's life, and gives everyone in the palace 60 breaths of time to escape from there. Everyone starts to run from there. He orders Wu Jin to bring the emperor to him. 1 minute later, the emperor is on the ground. He begs Qin Jun to let him go. Qin Jun tells him he should have think about it before attacking his dry moon kingdom. Emperor tells him he was forced to attack his kingdom. Qin Jun asks if it was Abyss sect. Yes, he tells him it was Abyss sect, but with that look I don't think Qin Jun is convinced. He killed the emperor and gained some exp from him. He has only killed 3 emperors till now. There is still 97 to complete the task. It's a long road for him. Red boy grabs something in the air. It's a message from Teibai Jinxing, the old immortal. And the message is, the Emperor Kaiyan is dead. Your Highness, please return soon. He gets ready to hurry to the Dry Moon Kingdom and throws 2 grenades at the palace, and boom, the palace is gone. People are shocked. There won't be a palace in Black Dragon Kingdom from now on. Inside the Dry Moon King's palace, 2 elder brothers have come to take the throne. 4th brother is telling them only his 3rd brother is fit to sit on the throne, and he has many powerful people under him. But the elder brother is not scared of him and orders the ministers to begin the enthronement ceremony in 3 days. Dry Moon Kingdom, Yuguan City. Qin Jun arrived there. Everyone greets him. He asks how did his father died. The personal guard tells him that a powerful master sneaked into the palace and killed his majesty. They are yet to identify that master. He was in the Earth Immortal realm. Even Brother Lai couldn't stop him. Lai Bai apologizes he couldn't fulfill his duty properly. Qin Jun tells him it's not his fault. He thinks it must be the Abyss sect. Old Immortal tells him to calm down and tells him his top priority right now should be strengthening his power. Then he asks about the battle going on right now. Guan Yu gives him a brief info about the war. He gives order to the demon dog to subdue the monsters above the 2nd level in the Dry Moon Kingdom and divide them into 2 armies, with 200,000 land troops and 100,000 air troops, and he can set off after a few days of rest. They will rest for today, and tomorrow they will leave for the capital. 3 days later, the royal capital, Suzukudai, people are not liking that the elder prince is taking the throne. When the third prince Kinjun is doing all the hard work, they gets ready to crown the elder prince. Little Kayan comes and stop them. The minister gets mad and orders the soldiers to take her down. She is ready to fight for Kinjun. People are shouting that the elder prince is not fit to sit on the throne. Only the king of Yu Kinjun is fit to be the emperor of the Dry Moon Kingdom. The elder prince gets mad. Her father tells her to back off. The prince gets ready to fight the master of the Xuanling sect. Their fight begins, and her father couldn't stand a chance against the prince. The prince tells them whoever opposes him will meet their death. A spear falls right in front of him, and we all know whose spear is that. The overlord Kinjun has come to take his throne. Everyone is happy to see him, the king of Yu. Elder brother gets ready to show him his true strength. Old Immortal is shocked he has the demonic Kai and he's in void transformation realm. Elder brother charges towards him, gets ready to kill him and every subordinates of his one by one. That is so dream of yours, brother. Kinjun takes out his dragon, so does his brother. Their dragons collides with each other. Kinjun dragon gets destroyed. The black dragon attacks him. Lai Bai and Yuanbai comes to protect their highness, but Wu Jin blocks the attack. Yuanbai attacks the elder brother with his hammer, sending him flying far away. Kinjun was careless and didn't expect his brother to break through the void transformation realm. Yuanbai tells him not to worry, no one has even survived from the hit of his hammer, but shocked to see the elder brother have not died yet. What's more shocking, he is in the immortal realm now. Red Boy gets ready to fight him. Kinjun noticed something above him. It's people from the Abyss sect. Everyone is scared to see the people from the Abyss demonic sect. 4 of the summons gets ready to fight them. An old monstrous looking elder has come to see the strength of the king of Yu. Red Boy attacks that elder. Yuanbai and Lai Bai is also fighting with other minions. Kinjun is shocked the old elder is on par with Red Boy. Red Boy uses his fire to attack that old elder, but his fire is not doing any damage. He leave him to Wu Jin. Kinjun notices someone is spying on him. His brother gets ready to kill him. Kinjun uses his immortal suit and attack his brother. He stabs his brother. Brother didn't saw that coming. Then he uses his fire to burn him. A black energy comes out from his brother's body. He tells Red Boy to destroy that black energy. Red Boy attacks the black energy, but nothing happens. Kinjun falls on his knee. The old elder shouts that their elder N is here. He asks the system how strong is this elder N, and the system is like, I don't know, but the prediction should be the existence beyond the true immortal realm. Now he is in trouble. The only true immortal realm he has is Red Boy. The 2 boys call out the elder to come out and fight them. The elder of the Abyss sect comes out, and whoever talked to him like that dies. Yuanbai charges toward him. Kinjun tries to stop him. Elder uses his hand attack, hits Yuanbai, sending him flying somewhere. Kinjun asks Wu Jing to check on Yuanbai. He is relieved that Yuanbai only fainted. Red Boy attacks that elder uses his hand attack again. Red Boy pierces through that hand. Elder uses another attack that actually causes a damage to Red Boy. Kinjun gets ready to catch Red Boy, but he is not that weak. He is going to kill that elder. Kinjun asks the system if he summons a god or demon, can they come quickly? The system can't guarantee that. Red Boy is fighting with that elder and the capital is in mess right now. People are running to save their lives. Red Boy is attacking with some kind of deadly fire dragon, but the elder is blocking his attacking so easily. Kinjun asks the system how can he summon above the true immortal realm. The system notifies it can only be by luck. Red Boy has reached his limit and pass out. Lai Bai catches him. Now he gets ready to deal with Kinjun, takes his candle dragon away from him, and slaps Kinjun with his big hand. He asks the system to summon. The ladies comes to help him. He tells them to leave, but they can't leave him. If he dies, they will die too. It's only best to be with him. Elder gets ready to take his 2 beauties. The system notifies he can summon a god in true immortal realm, but he has to pay a certain price, a mandatory quest that requires him to find something. He begins the summon. It's just finding something. He will do it. He summons something, a figure with wings, and it's on its way, and will arrive on battlefield in 10 seconds. Mr. Zhu apologizes because of him the Abyss sect is making trouble for Kinjun. Elder comes down to kill Kinjun. Kinjun asks if Elder thinks he is invincible here. Yes, he is. There are only a few rivals in the entire southern region, and the time remaining is 3 seconds. Kinjun tells him then he is a frog in a well. He attacks Kinjun, and his summon also arrived at the right time. The lightning falls in between them, and now the role has been reversed. His summon Lei Zhenzi arrived at the scene. Lei Zhenzi from Wing Goddess. He greets his lord. Kinjun orders him to beat him and force him to return his candle dragon. Lei attacks the Elder. His attack breaks Eldarin's mask. Eldarin asks if he really going to fight their Abyss sect for the sake of Kinjun. Lei tells him sooner or later his master will step over their so-called Abyss sect. Eldarin throws something and plans to escape from there. It creates some kind of teleportation gate, but not so fast. Lei is not going to let him get away. He hits him with his big iron stick and starts to beat Eldarin like a dog. Eldarin realizes he can't win against that guy. Qin Jun comes asking he was here to kill him, but what happened? Aren't you the invincible master? He gets ready to kill him, or he swears he is not a human, but gets hit by Lei's hard stick. I guess he is not a human now. Qin Jun asks him to return his candle dragon, but Eldarin has already sent her to the main altar of the Abyss sect, and there are many people stronger than him. Qin Jun gets ready to kill him. A big red hand appears from the sky. Qin Jun remembers that hand he saw it last time at the Beast Lake. Lei gets ready to stop that hand. The hand grabs Eldarin. Eldarin tells him he will make Qin Jun's life worse than death, sooner or later. Qin Jun also shouts at them, Abyss sect, just wait for me. Old Immortal asks what they are going to do now. He is going to ascend to the throne. He asks about Yuan Bai and Red Boy. They are fine, nothing to worry. Lei bring back Eldarin, but the hand guy was stronger than him, so he couldn't catch up with him. News spread that the Abyss sect attacked the Dry Moon Kingdom but got utterly defeated and had to run away. 5 days later in the king's prison, Zhuge Liang tells him to leave that guy to him. He is going to torture him. Qin Jun leaves the Lei and the torturer to handle the matter. He asks Lei to help Zheng because the other party is a powerful foe. Dragon Girl asks since he is going to ascend the throne, she wants to be his queen, but he thinks Daji won't agree with that. Yes, we want Daji to be your queen, bro. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, then watch this video here. Also, do 1K likes for the next part, and like, comment, share, and subscribe for more.